Well, on today's episode, this whole movie is just a PSA on how to say no. Now grab your tickets because we're getting to the theater. Hey everybody, welcome to Getting to the Theater. I'm Adam Michael.
I'm Erica Michael.
I'm Etta Michael.
I'm Jeremy Michael.
Today's episode, we're talking about the 1987 cult classic, The Lost Boys, directed by Joel Schumacher. I don't know if you guys looked up his resume.
No.
So he directed St. Elmo's Fire, The
Love
Lost
that
Boys,
movie.
a couple NXS music videos, Falling Down, which is a wild Michael Douglas movie, Batman Forever.
Which one's that? One's that Val Kilmer?
That's Val Kilmer.
R.I.P.
He also directed Batman and Robin.
Oh, no.
No.
Nipple Batman.
Both of them actually are Nipple Batman, I believe.
Oh, my gosh.
The Chris Rock, Anthony Hopkins spy thriller Bad Company, 8mm with Nicolas Cage, Phone Booth, The Number 23, The Phantom of the Opera.
Is Phone Booth the one with that guy's trapped in the phone booth because there's a shooter or a sniper?
Yes. And the sniper is voiced by Kiefer Sutherland.
Okay.
Who is one of our main actors in this film.
I remember that movie.
Yeah. And the main actor in that is actually Colin Farrell, I believe.
Yeah.
Did he do Goonies?
No, but I'm glad you brought that up. This movie was produced by the director of Goonies, Richard Donner.
Okay.
His company produced this. Erica's favorite movie, The Goonies.
It's not my favorite, but it's definitely up there.
Is the set the same?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure those cliffs were at the end of Goonies.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, I think.
Also, both have Corey Feldman.
Yeah. And this came, 2 years after
It
Goonies?
looked familiar.
Yeah, I think this was 2 years after.
Yeah.
So this is actually the second episode in our Halloween run, which we're calling Nightmare Nonsense.
Nightmare Nonsense.
I'm saving that soundbite.
Yeah.
And Etta actually picked this movie for us.
I did.
So Etta, what's a...
It's your first pick.
Is it?
This is... Yeah, it is.
Yes,
Of
it
this
is.
season?
Yep.
Of ever.
Of ever, yeah.
Of ever.
Yeah, I got to pick
Yeah.
for this season.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a exciting moment. And because it was your pick, what's a brief description of this movie for people who don't know?
Oh, gosh. It's about this small town who is basically infested with vampires.
Perfect. And it's got this mother and her two sons move to town, and they're kind of the audience surrogate who get to or who are experiencing all this for the first time. Yeah. And this movie is actually a big allegory for Peter Pan. Did anybody catch that? Not just because it's called The Lost Boys, but we have our new family of 3 who are being brought into this situation of immortal children. They want to live forever and play games.
Okay.
And our...
Oh, because the mom would be Wendy and Richard Herman would be Peter. Okay.
Edward Herman.
Yeah. Yes.
Edward Herman.
Yeah.
And the dog, Nanook.
Nana. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Nope. I did not make that connection.
I don't even,
Sure didn't.
don't
No.
even remember. I'm not sure I even watched Peter Pan.
I was confused about the dog's name, though. I was like, Nanook. That's an interesting name.
Nanook is actually played by a dog named Cody,
I thought
who was an Alaskan Malamute.
he was a husky the whole time, and I was like, I'm glad they took him out of Phoenix because I know he was suffering.
Oh, yeah, because they moved from Phoenix.
Yeah.
That poor dog. That poor dog. They're out on the coast now, so maybe it'll be a little cooler.
Right.
He only did, I believe, 2 feature films, and he retired in 97.
Good
Or he
for
died
him.
in 97, I'm sorry.
Oh.
The dog?
Yeah, the dog died in 97.
Permanent retirement.
Permanent.
Was he
Yikes.
so he was really young when he did this movie?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, because if he's dying in 97, that's 10 years later. Good God.
Shout out to dog actors.
Mm-hmm. This movie is actually... The screenplay was written by Jeffrey Boehm, if I'm saying that correctly. This man's credits for screenplays also include The Dead Zone, Lethal Weapon,
Oh,
Lost Boys, Funny Farm, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade,
great movie.
Lethal Weapons 2 and 3.
Not a great movie.
The Witches of Eastwick.
I don't know that one.
Tales from the Crypt.
That freaking show.
The Adventures of Briscoe County Jr. And The Phantom.
What's The Phantom?
I believe that's that Billy Zane superhero movie.
Oh.
He's wearing like purple spandex
Yeah.
throughout the whole thing.
I feel like my mom would know.
Apparently.
Yeah. I think she liked Billy Zane.
So this movie actually is the first of a trilogy.
What?
I don't know if you guys looked that up.
Nope.
Or saw anything about it. There are 2 sequels to this film.
Like straight to DVD?
Yes, they are.
Oh, okay.
And they came out in 2008 and 2010. Both have Corey Feldman coming back to reprise his character, Edgar Frog.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, they're both really bad. Their scores on Rotten Tomatoes, I believe, are both 0.
Wow.
They're called the Lost Boys: The Tribe and Lost Boys: The Thirst.
Ooh, no, I don't like that.
And the third one, the guy who plays Alan actually comes back as Corey's brother in that movie. Alan Frog.
Oh.
Jameson Newlander.
Well, he must not have been doing anything.
No. He has a cameo in the alternate ending of the second movie.
Oh, no.
But yeah, he's an actual main cast member of the third one. So I wouldn't recommend those, especially since it took over 20 years to make a sequel to this movie. But this movie came out in 1987. We have Jason Patrick as our lead role in this film. He's playing Michael. What, Jeremy?
Nothing.
You're gonna hear the name Michael a lot
Yeah.
in this film if you listen to it, there, listener. But his mother Lucy, and his brother Sam are moving to this little town called Santa Carla, which is described as the murder capital of the world.
I thought they were moving to San Francisco for a good bit till I watched it on the second run. I was like, man, who knew San Francisco was so small? And then they're like, yeah, well, because I saw the boardwalk, and I know San Francisco has like, is it San Francisco or San Diego? That has the boardwalks.
I'm terrible with.
L.A. has a big boardwalk.
Yeah, but I know like one of either San Diego or San Francisco has like 9 boardwalks that are all on this pier, and they're just different piers. They built Disneyland or Model Disneyland California after it.
No idea.
Okay.
No idea.
Nope.
I'm extremely bad at like geography and locations and stuff.
That's fair.
Like really bad.
Well, they're moving to this town, and this town is their big thing is their boardwalk.
Yes.
And that's the first set we actually see is all these people hanging out at night on a boardwalk, and we are introduced to our gang here of Lost Boys. We actually meet David, played by Kiefer Sutherland. We have Paul, Marco, who is played by Alex Winter of Bill and Ted.
Oh, and his amazing mullet.
Oh my God, that thing goes all the way down his back.
I thought I recognized him. Now that I'm thinking about it, I was like, that guy looks so familiar, but I couldn't remember.
Bill and Ted. He was in all 3 of those movies.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have Dwayne. The guys are walking around this carousel, and they see this girl. David sees this girl he kind of likes, and her boyfriend grabs David. And then the security guard grabs David with his baton. He's like, I thought I told you to stay off the boardwalk. And they leave. They're gone. And then he kicks the lady and the guy off the boardwalk too. And he's going back to his car after everything's closed, everyone's gone, and we get this overhead shot, and something flies down toward him, and he starts running for his car. And our titular gang here are the vampires. But they chase him to his car, and he grabs the car door, and he gets lifted up into the air, and he rips the car door off. So either this guy has a really shitty car, or his grip strength was incredible.
His grip strength is incredible.
He should have tried rock walls.
I just don't understand also why he couldn't get the door was unlocked. Why couldn't he open the door?
He never even grabbed his keys, or tried to grab his keys.
Panic.
He was just hitting that button. Maybe if I hit it enough times, it'll open.
Yep.
Yeah. As I'm pressed against it, holding it closed.
I thought I told you, Carter, stay off the boardwalk. But then it cuts to the next morning, it looks like, with our family rolling in, Lucy, Sam, and Michael.
Lucy played by Diane Wiest.
Yes, Diane Wiest.
And known mouth breather, Corey Haim.
Corey Haim does not close his mouth throughout this entire fucking movie.
He just stands there with his mouth open, just breathing.
Man need breath. Who we talking about?
The younger brother.
Sam.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
the
So
younger
I didn't
brother,
like either
yeah.
one of these characters.
No?
I did not like the mom, and I did not like the younger brother.
You know what? Say.
I really did not like the mom. I'm like, why is she mollycoddling these freaking kids, bro?
I didn't like the mom. I didn't mind Sam, but I didn't like the mom.
So the younger brother was alright.
I guess he was okay. How old was he?
They never specifically say how old they are. They mention that Michael's in school, so presumably Michael's 18. I believe Jason Patrick was like around 21 when they filmed this.
Yeah.
Or when it came out. So he might have been 1920.
I guess that makes more sense because I'm just like, how old is this boy? Because the way his mom is treating him, you would think he was 8.
Like Corey Haim, I think the actor was 14 when they were filming this.
Yeah, I think both Corys were.
Yeah.
Because we don't meet Corey Feldman for a while.
Yeah.
I would think he would be around the same age of the two kids that were in the comic shop.
And how old were they?
14.
However old, I would say 15 because they were working. At least 15.
Their parents owned the comic shop.
It
Yeah.
is the 80s, so you could get a job at 12 if you had the right paperwork.
I mean, it's a summer job, too.
That girl in Buford was running that register. And you remember when I walked in, she was running the register, and I walked
she
in, and I
was.
was like, how old is that little girl? Because is she working? I was like, what is happening in here? Anyway,
Also,
We
she
had a
was
waitress at Waffle House that was like
freaking pro.
16.
No, this girl was like 9.
yeah, this girl.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and
Like
she was like
8,
running the
9.
register, and I was
Yeah.
just like, what is
And
happening
he's
in
like,
here?
child labor laws. I'm like, sure.
But no,
So good though.
As
the
long as she
mom,
can count, you know.
the way she was acting, I was just like, bro,
And
how
she
young
had like
is
a
this
whole
kid?
dialogue. Like she's packing up the stuff, and she's like, "So are you from around here?" And I was like,
No, it was really like,
spot on, like customer service. Just like, well, thanks for coming. Like, I hope you have a good time.
Oh my
And I'm like,
God.
oh my god.
she was actually a really good cashier,
Yeah.
even though she was definitely like 8 or something like that. I was like, bro, what are
Getting
they?
them started early, I guess.
Yeah, what are they doing to this kid?
You know, the children yearn for the mines.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
But no, the Lucy was like Jeremy said, she was kind of like coddling these kids. Like at one point, she says to Michael, "Like, hey, aren't we friends?" It's like, "No, you're not fucking friends. It's just,
right? I was like,
she's
this
your
is
mother.
your child. Like, what?
You aren't friends. No, this is gonna sound really harsh, but you're not friends with your kids. First and foremost, you're their parent, and then she can't leave Sam home alone, even though he's like clearly 14 or 15. She wants Michael to be there to babysit him, pretty much.
Right.
Even though she makes some comment about he, I believe it's Michael hasn't been spending much time with his brother, but still at the same time, Michael was clearly almost a senior in high school, or about to graduate high school. I mean, not going to want to hang out with his baby brother.
No.
But also, they've been in town for a week.
Barely.
Their mom's tripping.
Like, this thing happens, like, over the course of, at most, 2 weeks.
Right.
No, this happens over the course of like 3 days.
Yeah.
From the time they roll into town till the time at the end when Grandpa backs that truck through the house. It's like been only 3 days.
It's just wow, Grandpa was doing a lot of taxidermy in these
Yeah.
3 days.
Are
Yeah.
we sure it's only been 3 days?
It doesn't look like it's been that much time.
It had to have been like a decent amount of time.
I think it might have been like at most 2 weeks.
It just they don't tell you how much time passes. It just doesn't seem like that much.
Grandpa had to taxidermy a couple animals though, and he went out with the widow Jenkins, like
Johnson.
the widow Johnson, like 4 times.
We know for a fact it had to have been a couple of nights had to have passed because dude kept going to sleep. And
Michael goes out to party. He wakes up in his bed. He goes out on the beach with the guys. He goes back to the hideout to find Star. He comes back, and that's when he has the whole conversation with the mom. Aren't we friends?
Yeah.
And I think that night is the night where everything shits the bed. I think we only see like 4 or 5 days pass in this movie.
And she goes out, like, the mom dates Edward Herman like 5 times.
I would
Tries
hope
to.
it would be longer
Yeah.
though, because she just got that job at the beginning of the movie. That's too soon. That's too soon for your boss to be taking you out.
Well, when they roll into town, it's the 3 of them and Nanook, who is Sam's dog.
Specifically, Sam's dog.
Yeah, but also when they rolled into town, when they passed the sign that says "Murder Capital of the World," Sam mentions, "What's that smell? It's supposed to something died." Mm-hmm. And then Grandpa has that great line later about, "Well, if all the corpses buried around here stood up, we'd have a population problem." Mm-hmm. I mean, it kind of throws these little hints at you that clearly a lot of death happens here, or they just have a really bad sewage system,
or both.
It smells like New Orleans, Mom.
I made the comment that considering, how many people have ever been alive in history that are probably buried, we'd have anywhere there would be a huge population problem if all the dead bodies but yeah.
But we get like a montage of them rolling up into the boardwalk, and it's a lot of people who look like they belong to a punk rock band. All like leather jackets, colorful hair, mohawks and shit. There's one girl making out with a mouse.
Oh yeah, that was disgusting.
Yeah, she like kisses it and then she licks its mouth.
Almost turned the movie off and told y'all I was out.
Oh my gosh.
He just calls CPS for this mouse. And there's a lot of missing persons posters.
It looked like it was Dairy Maine.
So many.
That clown's been
Busy.
beat bopping around the city.
Yeah, I was confused of what they were trying to set up, because then there's also that like guy running around like, is there work? And they're like, no, there's no jobs. And I was like, what?
Oh, that's a great line, because Michael asks him
Yeah.
about work, and the guy goes, nothing legal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, you want to sell some weed or some crack? We can do that.
And I was
There are
like,
no
is this
legal jobs
a
here.
Dystopian, or like, if people are dying left and right, there should be plenty of jobs.
Right? The McDonald's got to be like empty every other day.
Right.
They got a job open for security guard.
True.
Yeah.
Because I think it's later on in the movie, Lucy sees someone putting up the security guard's missing poster.
Which I feel like there's no police
Not a cop in this movie.
except for that security guard, and he.
Yeah, so not a cop in this movie.
Yeah, so he goes out like immediately.
But they're moving there because Lucy just went through a divorce, right? And they're moving in with the granddad.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't want to victim blame, but I can see why this divorce happened.
Is that another piece of merch that we're getting? Another piece of Erica merch.
I can see why this divorce happened.
Yeah. I can see why that woman.
We can
got
sell that
divorced.
as a greeting card. Hey, I heard you're getting divorced. Here's a card. I see why this happened.
Yeah, I could
So
see.
I was like, why are they moving to the myrtle capital of the world?
That's where her dad lives.
Yeah, Grandpa, my favorite character, who we're about to meet in a minute.
Yeah.
But no, Lucy, it kind of gives you an idea that Lucy tries to be really nice because she sees some kids eating out of a dumpster. And she tells Sam, hey, give this money to them so they can get something to eat.
But it's also like, woman, you have no money.
And
Why-
2 of your own children.
Yeah.
And this big-ass dog to feed.
And you're just.
Maybe worry about your own kids. For now.
Yeah. Like, let's get the system set up first before we're giving it to charity.
I mean, your heart's in the right place.
I get it, Jesus, but.
Yeah.
Grandpa's got them. All the dead animals.
All the dead animals.
Oh my God.
Grandpa loves killing shit.
So they pull up they leave the boardwalk and they pull up to the house. And the house is insanely big for no reason.
This house is, but then it's also got a lot of shit around the property.
Yeah.
Like, there's other, just random shit. Like, there's a trailer. There's what looks like just a bunch of junk. I want to say more animal parts.
Grandpa could have his own episode of Hoarders.
Definitely. Especially in his little workshop.
Yes.
But he's laying on the front porch.
Looking dead.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You just see legs.
Yeah, and Lucy's like, Dad?
He's just a hard sleeper.
And then
That's what she tells him, yeah.
and
Yeah.
Sam's like, if he's dead, can we go back to Phoenix?
Yeah, all kinds of messed up.
But one of them says something like, are you sure he's dead? And he goes, playing dead. And doing a damn good job, what I hear.
Yep.
Grandpa is played by,
That's how you introduce to this man. Laid out.
You already
playing
know
dead.
he's going to be a character.
Just a menace to society.
Right?
From his house, and the fact that he's laying on his front porch pretending to be dead.
Bernard Hughes was the actor who played Grandpa. I think the guys they're moving in, and they're like, Mike, I don't see a TV. Do you see a TV? You know TV means no MTV. And Mike was just like, Sam, we're broke. Worry about other shit.
Ugh,
Yeah, because our mom keeps giving away money to strangers.
they gotta eat.
She was
She
worried
gotta
about
feed
the
those
children.
kids.
She need to worry about her own damn kids.
They're fine.
Oh, she does plenty of that.
Yeah.
Not enough.
Well,
Because literally,
To a point.
yeah.
But the Grandpa has a line to her as they're unpacking the truck. And he's like, Lucy, you're the only woman I know who didn't improve her situation by getting a divorce. What the fuck happened in this marriage? Because she also mentions there could have been a big legal battle, but she chose to not to go through with that. So, like, did the husband just want their house they left, and she decided to take the kids?
He probably wanted everything, and she was like, I need to go.
But then wouldn't you have a legal battle? So she's on the run?
I think she's on the run.
Oh, so if her ex-husband finds out where she's at, she's going to jail.
I'm pretty sure Lucy's getting paid in cash because she doesn't want her name.
That she's giving away.
Yeah.
That she's giving away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Max is like, I'm just going to pay you under the table.
Yes.
These are vampire bucks.
Exactly.
You can spend them all over the boardwalk.
Which
boy,
explains why she was so willing to give in at the end of this movie, because she was like, he can't find me now if I'm a vampire.
I can just fly around.
Yeah.
So, they see us. The brothers are running around the house, and they come across Grandpa's taxidermy room, which just has a pile of, like, animal antlers laying across it and these red lights. It's very ominous.
Very ominous.
And they have a line about, talk about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And I think this is where Grandpa pops up, and he starts telling them about the rules. Mm-hmm. And I love his first rule. The second shelf in the fridge, that's mine. No one else touches that. It's where I keep my root beers and my double Oreos, my double thick Oreos.
Yeah.
And he's taped a little cardboard flap over it that says old fart.
Yeah.
And he's telling them about on Wednesday, the mailman drops off the TV guide. And, you know, sometimes you'll see the little address stickers peeled back a little bit. And your first instinct, kids, hold on, is going to be to tear that off. Don't. I hate when they're ripped like that. Just leave it on there. I like to read these. Like, Grandpa, you don't have a TV. Yeah, I read the TV guide. I don't need a TV. I love this old man. He's absolutely insane.
As he is.
Oh, and then he tells him to stay out of the taxidermy room, which has those big, what are those sliding doors that go into the pocket doors? It's like the two big pocket doors, and he just slams it shut in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there are very few real doors in this house. Like,
There are doors on the bedrooms.
okay. But, like, the rest of the house is just, like, floppy doors for restaurants.
Floppy doors?
Swinging doors.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Hate when I get a floppy door.
I was
God
like-
damn, this door's undercooked.
Floppy ass
Yeah.
doors.
Oh, but this is also where we have the line, Sam asked him, Grandpa, is Santa Carla really the murder capital of the world? And he has to think about all the dead people rising up. There'd be a population problem. So after we get our little house tour, we are back at the boardwalk for a sexy saxophone concert.
Oh, my God.
That's right.
I was so confused.
Some good tunes.
It took me forever to realize he was wearing leggings, because I was like, is he just wearing a black Speedo with weird, like...
It looked like he was wearing a cup.
Yeah, it was insane. And then,
I know.
And he was just like, he was vibing, though. I was like, go ahead, sir.
He was killing it.
This is Tim Capello, by the way, the sax player. He's an actual musician, and someone I work with actually mentioned that he lives around this area.
What?
This area being where we live, or this area being South Carolina in general?
Around us, where we live.
Oh.
And he shows up at bars downtown every now and then and plays.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I had it pulled up the other day on like people he's toured with.
Hopefully he wears more clothing now.
No. Less.
No, definitely less.
He's only 69.
Yeah.
The murder capital of South Carolina.
He has toured with
Michael Bolton.
Carly Simon.
No idea.
He did a bit with Eric Carmen and Billy Crystal.
Oh.
Peter Gabriel.
Isn't Peter Gabriel the comic book writer?
No, not this Peter Gabriel.
Oh.
I think there's a comic book to this, the comic book series to this movie.
There is.
Oh.
There's two.
Are they good?
I don't know. He also has worked with Tina Turner.
R.I.P.
Oh.
He's worked with Ringo Starr.
Good for him.
Bob Dylan.
R.I.P.
No, Bob Dylan's not dead.
Is he not? Oh my god!
Bob Dylan very much alive.
Oh my god!
And
Wow.
the COVID didn't get him either.
Good. Wow.
But yeah,
I thought he's been dead for a
he's-
while.
He worked back in the day.
Yeah, he was.
He was working in this scene. This man was up on stage playing a saxophone with these pants on that looked like they were painted on.
And 2 belts and...
He's got a chain around his neck.
Oh, he had the
Sweating.
chains. And
Oh,
then
I thought he looked like he's covered in baby oil.
Oh my god.
he had to be oiled up.
Looking like a WWE
Yeah,
wrestler.
If you look up if you just Google this movie, you'll see down here where it says reviews, it says 100% love the soundtrack.
Well, we have this song, which is a cover of The Call.
What? It's a good song. Why are you looking at me like that?
No,
Don't
sorry.
like that song.
The song was originally recorded by The Call. It's called "I Still Believe." So that's what he's singing on stage. And the other song we hear in this movie is something like "Cry Little Sister," and you hear that about 8 times in this fucking film.
In the most inappropriate spots.
Etta loved all the music. Don't listen to a thing she says.
And there are no sisters in this film.
That's what I said.
I said the same thing.
The one time the song plays loudly is at the most inappropriate moment.
Literally.
But we'll get there, listeners. We'll get
Yeah,
there.
So we got Sexy Sax Tom Capello on stage, and Michael starts seeing himself a pretty little thing in the crowd.
The bait.
Oh boy, does he!
This is where we meet our friend Star, played by Jamie Gertz.
Jamie Gertz was fine in this movie. Like, she was looking good. I was like, I get it. I can
Yes.
see how we got here.
I didn't.
No,
I mean, she did look good, but I'm just like, really, out of all of the women in this crowd,
Jamie Gertz.
Jamie Gertz.
out of all the women in this, there were so many people out there, and then just the one he did not need to be singing. He
Oh,
saw.
this was just trouble.
Yep.
Maybe as we learn, Michael is attracted to the trouble.
He is. That's absolutely fair.
Yeah, he will find the wrong track and won't say no to it.
Jamie Gertz played Robin in 16 Candles.
Yeah, she did.
She was also in Twister,
Yeah, she was.
Oh, okay.
and
She was in that show Still Standing,
okay.
which is how I know her from.
I think for me it's Twister. Looking at her credits here,
Is that the one with Bill Paxton?
it is. He's his fiance. She is his fiance at the beginning of that movie.
Yeah.
So she is running around this little sax concert, making eyes with Michael.
Not intentionally. She just goes for the vibe to listen.
Yeah.
And then Michael's just staring
Staring.
hard.
They would reuse the same creepy boy staring at pretty girl thing in Jurassic World, where the little brother says, "What do you think is going to happen if you just stare at them?" And in Michael's case, he, goes on a bit of an adventure.
To put it mildly. So then Michael runs through the crowd to chase after Star and leaving poor Sam by himself. Sam, who can't seem to put together 2 separate patterns, couldn't decide which one he wanted on, so he chose both of them for his outfit.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I
this
didn't know where you
weird-
were going with that.
Yeah, I was very confused what you were talking about.
Yeah.
But
He had
that's the whole movie, though.
Yeah.
It was a very 80s like jacket he was wearing.
Yeah.
But also in this moment, we cut in between with Lucy wandering around the boardwalk, finding a lost child.
And kidnaps it. It's like, let me go in with this child.
Hey, small boy, come with me. We're going to go into this video store. We're going to try to find your parents. This is where we meet Max, played by the late, great Edward Herrmann.
R.I.P.
I believe he was Richie Rich's dad in the Macaulay Culkin Richie Rich. He was the grandpa in Gilmore Girls.
Richard Gilmore.
And he was the asshole husband in Overboard,
Yes, he was.
where he has a great line in that movie of, "I spent the last week with painted ladies smacking the donkey," or some shit like that. Yeah, it's a great line.
Okay. Good movie. Questionable choices in that movie. Questionable morals in that movie, but great movie.
There are no morals in that movie.
That might be a stay tuned.
Max in this movie has more morals than Kurt Russell in Overboard. Let's put it that way.
All right.
But she wanders in, and actually the gang wanders in the background. They're kind of just walking around the store, and Max is watching them like, these fucking kids are going to shoplift. I don't trust them. And as they're walking near the door again, Max is like, "Thought I told you not to come in here." And they're just like, ooh. They all leave. Like, "We'll be back to walk around your store and not buy anything."
Right.
But the kid's mom runs in, takes the boy, doesn't ask any questions of why did you have my son in here?
Like, I left my child out here for 5 seconds, and I come back, and you've kidnapped my child.
That's how it works.
She was trying to find the parent.
Yeah, it was just kind of weird.
Yeah, it was more of like, maybe don't leave this child or
So if you saw a crying child, you're not going to be like, "Hey, where's your mom?" Or "Let's go into the nearest shop to see if your mom's here."
Probably not.
I probably wouldn't move the kid.
Yeah, I'd be like, "Hey, I'm going to call 911 here, and we'll just meet 911 here."
But you'd stay with the kid though.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's what.
but
she
I'm
would
not
get
moving
there.
the child.
She wouldn't just be like, "Oh, we ain't."
Yeah, the parts of me that was weird was she took the child into a store.
Took the child to a secondary location, and as John Mulaney told me, never go to a secondary location. That's how you get murdered.
Or vampired.
That's fair, but
I-
maybe she was gonna look for a phone or something. Like,
Come back.
Maybe I wouldn't have done it because I'm black. So
Yeah, we don't have a lot of people of color in this film.
Can't
We have
be-
Dwayne.
Is Dwayne a person of color?
he,
I believe Dwayne was Native American,
Oh.
he had a little olive skin. Yeah.
but we never actually learned his name in the movie.
Never.
I had to pull it up in the credits.
I had something to say. I completely forgot.
About Dwayne.
No, about the crying kid.
Oh.
I believe. Oh well, moving on.
But it was weird how the mom just ran in like, oh my god.
See, this is why so many kids were in milk cartons back in the day.
We actually get a milk carton kid in this movie, and we meet that kid.
Yes.
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say now. I was gonna reference Minority Report. Like it only takes 5 seconds for your kid to get kidnapped.
For it snatched up at the
Yes.
Yeah,
Maybe Lucy was the one that took Tom Cruise's kid in that movie.
Yes.
just dipped under the water for a second,
Let's
pop
be
back
honest,
up,
it was
kid
probably
was gone.
Max. Max, kid snatcher.
The world's best kidnapper was in Minority Report. I was like, damn.
That guy. Skills. So she meets Max, and he says something about you have a kind spirit or kind aura about you or something like that.
Motherly?
I
Yeah.
guess he might say motherly.
Yeah, I think he said motherly.
Yeah, I think you're right. And he gives her a job because she mentions she needs.
A job.
Yeah, I thought
No.
she said something first.
But he was like, would you like a job? And she's
Okay.
like, why do I look that needy? And I'm like, yeah, you do look homeless.
Wow.
She was looking
Harsh.
rough.
I don't know about homeless.
Homely.
Yeah, homely's fair.
But so she gets a job at the video store, and Sam wanders into a comic shop, and he meets the craziest characters in this movie.
Oh my gosh, they were great.
Alan and Edgar Frog. As we mentioned, they're played by Corey Feldman and Jameson Newlander.
The Frog Boys.
Yeah, these kids are nuts.
They're hilarious though because they're doing a voice the entire time.
The
Especially
whole
Feldman.
time.
Feldman's like really trying to sound like a grown man.
Yeah.
Like how the way a kid does it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm making my voice deep and I'm sounding tough.
Yeah.
Here, take this vampire comic. It'll save your life.
But they were just stalking this man around
Yeah, they
this
were
comic
giving
shop.
him such a hard time.
Soon as he
He's
walked
new in
in.
town. We don't trust him.
They're just like, oh yeah, he's new around here. Never seen him before.
But also, this
Ooh,
just
a hot mark.
doesn't seem like the type of location I would want a comic shop. All that salt water, just
I don't know, maybe they keep the door
No.
closed. I don't know.
Air purifiers.
maybe I don't.
You would think the right there on the boardwalk it would fuck up these comics.
Probably
Yes.
though, yeah.
But also the price with those comics, 75 cents. Oh my god, to go back.
When this scene started, I told Erica it was gonna be her favorite part of the movie.
I do think about that scene a lot because I was like looking at him, looking like back, like, ooh, what issue is that? What happened in that one?
Corey Feldman was actually fired from this film.
For what?
Drugs.
Oh,
He was doing drugs, and he was showing up late for set.
he's 14.
Yep.
Okay.
And-
What year?
This was
87.
87, probably filmed around 86. So he was probably about 14 or 15 when they filmed this movie.
Oh yeah, the 1980s drugs.
He had a drug problem, and he was fired. And the next day, he went to Joel Schumacher and apologized and promised he would be on set when he needed to be, and he would be ready to film. And he kept that promise, and he was hired back the next day.
Okay. Well, good for him.
Yeah.
Well done.
It's just crazy that he is a fun part of this movie, and it almost would have never happened.
Right, yeah.
And then he's the one person that came back for all the sequels.
Well, because one's dead.
Well,
Two are dead.
Corey Haim, R.I.P. He had a cameo in one of the sequels, but the guy who plays Alan Frog also only had a small cameo in one of the sequels. But in the third movie, he was a main character, I believe. But they're telling him like, "Hey, man, take this comic. It's about vampires." To which Sam is like, "Nah, I don't like horror comics."
Mm-hmm.
And he starts telling them, you can't keep these issues next to these because this character hasn't been introduced yet, and just going on about it. And they're like, "Where you
Yeah.
from, man? Krypton?"
Yeah.
And he says, "Did he say Phoenix?"
I don't remember what he said.
Yeah, I think he says Phoenix.
He's doing really good for himself though, like quipping back with them.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Because they make some comment about his wardrobe, to which he immediately snaps back with, "It's nice, right?"
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't give a fuck what they're saying.
Nope.
That wardrobe was bad though.
It was. But again, I think these kids just realize he's a hot mark. Like, man, we could really peddle some shit off on this kid. Give him a couple free ones for a taste, and he'll come back for more.
Right.
Here, take this. It'll save your life. Vampires everywhere. I'm like, oh, okay. I don't like horror comics. Nah, you need this.
It could save your life, I think is one of the lines they say.
So it'll save your life. I'm like, what?
And then we see there's some guys standing over by the little kiosk of comics, and they're kind of like standing there looking at the comics, looking away, looking at the comics, and they all start snatching comics and running away. And I believe these are our, as they're credited at the end of the movie, surf Nazis.
Wow.
Wow.
I don't know why they were called that, but I think these are the same guys that we see at the beach bonfire scene later on.
Okay.
Sure.
Surf Nazis.
Yeah, there's like 5 of them in the credits. I never got that vibe from them. They were just guys hanging out at the beach.
Yeah, just little punks.
Interesting.
Yeah, wild credit. But we see a Michael cuts back to Michael still following Star, and she hops on a bike with David, and they drive away.
Not yet.
Yeah.
No, because they're walking through and he's like trying to ask her out for dinner.
No, this is the second time they meet. This is when they actually do meet. This is him just following her still.
Oh.
Yeah, he hasn't talked to her yet.
Okay.
What you're talking about happens on the next night at the boardwalk when he buys that leather jacket.
Okay.
Yeah. So this one is just him following her like an absolute creep. And she hops on David's dirt bike and they ride away. And it cuts to one of the couples in a car, and the lady's in there trying to read a comic book.
Laughing obnoxiously.
Yeah, but I also think this is the same couple that we met at the beginning.
It is.
When David was on the carousel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Same couple.
It's the same guy.
And the guy's trying to get something started, and the lady's just reading her comic, and the top of this car gets peeled off like a tin can, and the guy just gets snatched up and carried away, and we're seeing all of this from like the point of view of whatever's grabbing them, the vampires, which is a really cool way to hide the lack of special effects.
Yeah.
Right.
Just have a camera lower down on them. Brilliant idea.
It reminds me like of a cross between like Mad Max with that poor couple.
Oh, in the red car?
Yeah. And then it also reminds me of American Werewolf in London in the beginning when we first get the vampire starts attacking David and
Wolf?
yes.
When the werewolf attacks them.
Yeah.
Oh, in the moors?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they do this same trick in that. You get a lot of POV of the werewolf.
Yeah.
Or people reacting to something that's off screen. We don't see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a really good way to hide.
The lack of special effects.
Yeah. There's actually only 2... Oh, did I remember that correctly? 2 special effects shots in this movie. And it's one where when Michael and David are fighting in front of the fireplace near the end. Because they're kind of up in the air, so they're superimposed in that shot.
Oh, my favorite thing.
That scene?
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's only 2. But they snatch the guy out of the car, and then it comes back down, and then they snatch the woman out of the car. And I believe after that it cuts to the next day, and Grandpa is showing Sam his car. He's got this really old convertible he keeps in the shed, and he says, "Oh, we're gonna go to town." And Sam is really excited to be riding around this cool
And he's
car.
like, can I drive back?
He's like, fat chance. And they get in the car, and Grandpa starts. He goes, "You gotta let her warm up a little bit." All right, you ready to go to town? Sam's like, "Yeah, let's go." And he just turns the car off and gets out.
Yep.
Sam's like, "Wait, I thought we were going to town." And Grandpa says, "That's about as close to town as I like to get."
Sounds like my grandpa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want to leave the house.
Yeah.
There's people out there.
You think he bought that car new?
Absolutely. It's probably like a 1950s
I think
car.
I think it's a 1957 because that's what's
Pretty
on
though.
the
It's like a
thing.
powdery
Oh yeah, the
blue.
license plate is 57 Flip.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I think the grandpa's name might be Flip. At least that's what I like to think.
Paid for in taxidermy money.
Or by Widow whatever.
Widow Johnson.
Widow Johnson.
What if it was Mr. Johnson's car?
Ooh. What if he killed Mr. Johnson?
Now you're getting into their movie territory.
He was a vampire, so Grandpa had to kill him.
Ah.
That too.
So after that, Sam goes back to the comic shop, and the brothers are eyeing him strangely, like, "Oh, you came back, huh? We need to give you more comics to teach you how to fight vampires." Even though, we we have the dumb, brave child trope in this movie.
Yeah.
And he tells them with his second comic, guys, I told you I'm not into horror comics. And like, look, man, think of it more as a survival guide. And I think this is the one where he says, our number's in the back. And pray.
You never have to use it.
Yeah, he goes, I pray I never have to call you. And I think this night is where Michael goes back to the boardwalk and buys the leather jacket.
Oh, okay.
And this is where he actually meets Star, because he's watching someone get their ear pierced. Mm-hmm. And she says, it's a scam. Like, I could pierce your ear for you, though.
And that's probably how you're going to get an infection.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Especially where the vampires hang out. Mm-hmm. Where she chills with them down in that sinkhole. Don't do that.
Or it could be like that one scene in Parent Trap when Lindsay Lohan pierces Lindsay Lohan's ear. That's a good scene.
Is that when they're trapped in that
like,
solitary confinement?
Mm-hmm,
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Michael should have gone with some solitary confinement.
Oh my God. Michael should have... Oh God, I love Michael in this scene. That's so stupid.
Well, he's talking to Star and...
He's like, can I take you out to dinner?
Oh, yeah, he says you want to get something to eat.
Yeah.
And
with what money? Who knows, but...
He had money to buy a leather jacket. Stealing Grandpa's taxidermy money.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But he's asking Star that, and they go to get on his bike, and then David and the other guys show up. Where you going, Star? Oh, fuck. All right, well, I guess I got to go with these guys. Mm-hmm. And David says, you know where Hudson's Bluff is, overlooking the cliff? Or overlooking the point? And this is my favorite line of the movie. Michael basically tells him, like, I can't keep up with you guys.
No, he's like, I can't beat your bike.
I can't beat your bike. Yeah, I can't beat you. And David just goes, you don't have to beat me, Michael. You just have to keep up. I don't know what that means, but the way he says it makes it my favorite line of the movie.
It was pretty good.
He's like, look, I don't want you to win. I just want to hang out with you for a while.
I want to tease you.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
doesn't he?
David really wants to hang out with Michael.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And this is the first time he says Michael out of probably 300 times he's going to say it throughout this movie. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And they're riding across the beach, and they start riding through the woods, and then it looks like the gang's bikes like fly away through like this fog, but then they pop up next to Michael again, and they're just riding through this fog, and David is kind of egging him on,
Just screaming, "Come on, Michael!"
yeah. And they almost go over a cliff, but Michael wipes out right before the edge, and he punches David in the face. He's like, I just want you, just you.
Yo,
And-
he's ready to whoop this guy's ass.
Yeah.
He's
I
like,
would have
I'm-
been too. You about killed me.
I think
Yeah.
David was a little turned on by it, too.
Yeah, well,
David was happy with that face punch.
Michael was like down to clown for anything in this scene. Like, anything. Like, if David had been like, join us, Michael, in this 6-way orgy, Michael would have been like, hell yes.
As long as I
I
can
don't
get,
know about that.
as long as I'm getting the star at the end,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
he was clowning.
Like, if David had been like, Michael, take a bump of this cocaine, Michael would have been like, sure.
He probably
Inject yourself with this heroin. Michael would have been like, all right, sure.
Michael, we're freebasing, Michael.
So, yeah, we're doing it. Let's do this. But yeah, he was ready to whoop that guy's ass. It's like, you know what? I'm about to beat him up, take star, everything's gonna be fine.
I hit him and he's laughing. That's not good.
Not good at all.
But they take him to their hideout, which is a hotel that was built right on a fault line, and it sank 80 years ago, or fell off a cliff.
Yeah, I think it fell into the crack in 1906 or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And they're passing around the Chinese food.
Where did they get the Chinese food
That's a
from?
great question.
I was also wondering that.
You know they killed a delivery driver and took the food.
Oh my god. Well, I'm not saying they paid for it, but like, how did they get it?
Where did it
they
come
ate
from?
the delivery driver, I'm
But
willing to
also-
bet you.
Why are they eating Chinese food?
We're still upholding the facade.
That's
At
true.
this point.
Yeah, we don't.
No.
Yeah. I mean, but I don't think this is one of those vampires that they can't eat real food, apparently. Because
Yeah, the
we
rules
see David
are
eat.
a little weird.
Yeah, they are.
No.
Well, every vampire is different.
Yeah, they're all make-believe, so I mean, the rules don't really matter.
You can make your own rules up.
Right.
I mean, yeah.
There's only like so many of them that everybody kind of just keeps certain, like certain rules.
The sunlight,
Sunlight being a
The
massive one.
garlic,
reflections,
wooden stakes.
yeah,
Although,
glittering in the sunlight. Oh, wait, that's the wrong one.
Wait a minute. Those vampires didn't die in the sunlight.
Yeah.
They just shimmied.
They just
Yeah,
sparkle.
that's true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell, bro? Anyway,
Vampire rules.
yeah, vampire rules. You can pick and choose. They're not real.
But this one, I do like the one we get later on with the inviting in thing, which is interesting. They're
Passing around the Chinese food.
yeah, and they give Michael a container and he eats it, and then David just goes, "How's it taste? You're eating maggots, Michael. How do those maggots taste?"
Michael.
And he's like, "What?" He goes, "Maggots, Michael. You're eating maggots." And this is the part that sung out to me from when I watched this as a kid. That Chinese food container writhing with maggots, and it just stuck with me for the last 30 years.
I really didn't like the scene. Like
No,
when I
it
had to
was-
watch it like 3 times, I was like, ooh, I
No,
don't
was
like
gross.
it.
But they do this scene really well in the What We Do in the Shadows movie. They redo this with people come over to their house and they give them spaghetti, and they're like, "Your spaghetti, what is it good?" And they look down and it's worms.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Wait, is it the movie or the show?
It's the movie.
We haven't seen the movie.
We watched the movie.
Did we?
It's
Yeah.
so good.
The original one?
Yeah, we watched the movie and we watched the show.
Oh,
Great show, great movie.
okay.
I like to
I
approach
believe you, I just
the
don't remember.
bitch.
Yeah, because there were different vampires.
Oh, can you imagine if David was played by fucking Michael Berry or Matt Berry?
Oh my god.
David, how could a billion Chinese people be wrong?
Oh my gosh, it'd be so good.
Wouldn't that be great?
Yes.
It'd be great.
You don't have to beat me, Michael. You just have to keep up. That would be hilarious.
Yeah, it
But
would.
we have Kiefer Sutherland,
Which he did a good job.
which is a close second.
Yeah.
And Star is kind of like chastising David. He goes, "Sorry, no hard feelings, right? Here, you want some of my noodles?" And Michael looks in there, and they're wiggling worms. He goes, "Oh, it's worms! It's worms!" And David goes, "What? It's worms? Where? Worms?" And then he eats
Takes
some
a
of
bite,
it.
yeah.
Look, Michael, it's just noodles.
And they're all laughing at his ass.
Yeah, except for Stars in the background, like, "Ooh, maybe I shouldn't have been making eyes at this kid."
Debate.
Clearly, he's lacking some common sense. But also, Star's like, guys, leave him alone.
Leave Michael alone.
And poor Laddie, the kid, is just hanging out.
Yeah, he's just there.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Not doing a damn thing.
No, Laddie's just hanging out in the back eating Chinese food with Dwayne
No, he's living good. He's eating Chinese.
in his little Confederate soldier jacket.
Looking like
Thank you.
a member of the Black Parade.
I was like, how
Yeah,
long have they had this kid out?
Yeah. Etta was really concerned about that kid's jacket.
Laddie hasn't been with them for too long because we see his missing photo on the milk carton later on.
Yeah, but they could have just been recycling photos from the times. I don't know.
Well, I don't think they're recycling photos from the 1800s.
Yeah.
I don't think this is a little drummer boy that got
I'm
turned.
still trying to find my great-grandfather. He disappeared.
But the choice of wardrobe was just... Also the name Laddie. Like, what?
Laddie.
Yeah.
It was just
weird.
It was just a lad that had no real role in the movie, so
And
they
also
just
just-
called him Laddie.
It was like how in Mad Max, the baby was just, was Sprague, which is just the name for a baby. It's like, look, this little lad, he's hanging out with them, a placeholder named Laddie. And they never changed it when they filmed.
Probably.
Considering how significant that baby was, I feel like they should have named that kid.
But also, I feel like that baby would have been doing wonders in this movie. Because he was strapped, so like he would have been shooting
That was so
vampires this
funny.
entire time.
He would have been shooting them. He would have had a wooden stake. He would have been ready.
Yeah.
He would have had a squirt gun with salt or with holy garlic water in it.
Yeah, Michael wouldn't have been turned if Sprague was there.
Sprague.
Right.
No, Sprague wouldn't have hesitated to put Michael down.
Shout out to Sprague.
True.
Also, while they're hanging out here, we get the scene of Sam going to bed, and Lucy walks in. She has a weird thing about, I don't want to admit this, Sam, but part of the reason I divorced your father is because he didn't believe in the closet monster.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Anybody else get that?
Yes.
What the hell is she talking about?
This was after he asked her to close the closet.
It's true.
Yeah.
Because she was about to walk out of the room, and he's like, Mom, door's open.
Close the closet door. I can't get up and close
I guess
it.
it was just her trying to, like, relate to them. Like,
I guess.
I guess, like, your father didn't care about you or something like that.
Because the dad probably would not have closed the,
The closet door.
for him.
Okay, like he
Yeah.
has to look
Yeah.
out for his kids.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes
but
sense.
didn't she open the closet door?
No, it was already
It was
open.
open
Oh, okay.
when she walked in, yeah.
Okay.
And then she's like, go to bed. And goes to leave. And he's like, oh, close the closet door.
Yeah, and then Grandpa comes in with this creepiest gift.
Little
A
gopher or beaver?
I thought it was a beaver.
Taxidermy.
I don't know what it was.
It's a taxidermied animal. Could be a gopher, could be a beaver.
Yeah.
Because it's not super big like a beaver, so it might be a gopher.
I've never seen a beaver in real life, so I don't know the context of how big or small they are.
They're pretty big, yeah.
I couldn't tell you the difference.
Most of them is tail.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, it's a rodent. Big rodent.
Mm-hmm. And Sam immediately takes this thing and throws it in a closet, which that's where we see what looks like Rob Lowe on a poster.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the poster. You're just
Yeah, I was
what
like,
is
why is
this
this
poster?
poster up here?
They have like a giant poster of Molly Ringwald and then a giant poster of Rob Lowe, and I was like, what? Why?
And he's reading the comic.
He was reading one of the vampire
He's
comics.
reading the
Yeah.
vampire comic.
Yep. Back at the hotel, the guys bring out this ornate glass bottle, and David drinks from it, and he goes, "Go ahead, drink it, Michael."
And Star's like, don't drink it. It's blood. And then,
Did she say it was blood?
yeah.
Okay.
She did. She was behind him, but she says it really quietly. She's like, "It's blood."
And then he's
don't
just
drink
like,
that.
ain't no fucking blood in this bottle.
He's like, yeah, like those were maggots and those were noodles. Sure, Star.
Yeah, sure, that's blood. And he drinks it, and he immediately has this. What did I write it down as?
Do you think...
Just Michael starts tripping out at this
Yeah, he
moment.
does.
Yeah. Do you think the... Because in the bottle is actually blood, right?
It's supposed to be David's blood. Yes.
Yes. Do you think maybe it wasn't actually like rice? Do you think it was maggots and they were just actually making him eat maggots?
No.
And making him think it was rice?
No,
No, I think
because
it was just mind tricks.
because once he throws it on the floor, it turns back into rice.
And plain white rice. They didn't even have fried rice.
Also, if you actually eat maggots, I feel like you're gonna notice the taste difference.
And texture.
Okay.
Well,
It's gonna be
maybe not the
crunchy.
texture. But no, I think they were just playing mind tricks.
Okay.
Yeah.
They were just fucking with him just to have some fun.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
unless they can also alter your sense of like taste.
Maybe.
When he took that first bite, he definitely would have stopped eating immediately.
Right.
Well, you can tell they're a bad influence on him to begin with, no matter what, because after this night, the next day he's got an earring.
Yeah,
So they've changed Michael.
that's the worst thing you can do.
Star probably did it.
Get an earring.
Well, they go out to this bridge, and the guys all jump down through an opening in it, and they're like, "Good night, Michael." Whoop. Good night. Whoop. And Michael peers down through this hole in the bridge, and the guys are just hanging from some pipes. Like, come on, Michael, come down here, hang out under the bridge with us.
Join us, Michael.
One of us. But like they're hanging over like this open chasm in a cliff. And Michael fucking goes down there.
He was down the clown. I'm telling you, they would have been like, we're having an orgy. Mike would have been like, okay.
And Jeremy's like, this is one of those like those mother questions of, if your friend would jump off a cliff, would you do it?
And Michael would do it.
Yeah,
I would absolutely.
I literally was like, so this must be where it came from.
Right.
If all your friends jumped off of a bridge, would you jump off the bridge with them? Because I'm like, where did they get this question from? Because people's moms were asking them this all the time
All
when
the
we were
time.
young. So clearly they all watched The Lost Boys. And
Yeah.
was like, my son wouldn't do this because my son's not an idiot.
If your friend went down to a sunken hotel and drank vampire blood out of a bottle and then hung off a bridge, would you?
Because it just looked like they just jumped off this bridge.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, that's where I would have just turned around and left. I'm like, I'm not jumping off that bridge. Y'all are crazy.
Yeah, because the next time we see them after they jump all four jump down to the hole, they are very far away from that opening, but it's like instantaneously they're hanging under the bridge, which is because they can fly.
Yes.
They also jump down through the bridge in the same order that they all die in.
I didn't
Oh.
notice that.
Marco, Paul, Dwayne, and then David.
David.
But as they're hanging there, a train goes by and it starts vibrating the bridge, and all the guys are like really excited about it. And Michael's going, "What the fuck?"
And they're like, hold on, Michael, just hold on.
But then they all start dropping down
Yeah.
one by one, and Michael's there, and he's trying to pull himself back up, but he doesn't have any strength, and his fingers slowly start to slip like in an old Warner Brothers cartoon, which this movie was produced by Warner Brothers Entertainment. And he falls down into the fog, and he's falling for a while. And Erica was like, what the fuck is happening?
Right? Because he's just like falling and bending back. And I was like, are they not going to hit the ground? Hit some water? Something?
I assumed that he was tripping off the vampire blood, but also they were carrying him.
Okay.
I mean, that's the only thing that I could figure.
They're just like kind of holding him, and he's just like,
Yeah, he doesn't know what's happening. He's tripping balls. And he wakes up in his bed. And this might be the most horrific part of the movie.
his dirty ass shoes on his pillow.
Etta said the
Same
exact same
thing.
thing. She was like, "Oh God, not the shoes on the
Same
That's
pillow."
the first thing I noticed.
Yep.
Oh, you got your shoes on your bed.
I was like, oh my
The
god.
guy y'all were talking about.
Yeah, that's Dwayne.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guy with the black hair?
Yeah.
The only brunette.
She was just like,
David was looking for another brunette.
she was just like all these fugly vampires, and why wasn't Dwayne front and center? She didn't say that, but
I mean,
might as well
basically.
it's like, why was Dwayne not the main vampire?
He didn't have a mullet.
I really
He did not
liked
have a
Alex Winter's mullet in this. Like, I don't like a mullet, but his mullet was long, curly, and
That shit was flowing.
it was working for me.
Wait,
I
who
was
was
like,
Alex Winters?
Alex Winters is Marco. He's the first vampire to get killed. The one from Bill and Ted.
Oh,
The mousy looking one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the first one to jump down to the bridge, too.
Yes.
So his mullet was insanely long.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're just like 80s rock star, and I was like, that's a mullet.
No, Paul and Dwayne look like 80s rock stars.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then David looks like a punk rocker because he's got a very short mullet.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
barely touches his collar. Bright blonde hair on Kiefer Sutherland in this movie too. But Marco, fucking all the way down his back. The term Kentucky waterfall comes to mind.
Yeah, they had some nice hair.
Their outfits were crazy though.
Oh my god, they were all over the
They look like they
place.
were pieced together.
And they all stand slightly too close to each other. Just slightly too close.
Like especially after that beach scene.
Yeah. Like they're posing for a boy band cover.
They absolutely are, yeah. And Sam comes into Michael's room when he's waking up and he's like, what time is it? It's 2. You've been asleep all day. All right, give me my sunglasses. I can't see. And this is where the Lucy calls to ask Michael to stay home and watch Sam for that night because she's going on a date with Max. Sam is very much, why do I need to watch him?
He
He's
can
old
stay home
enough.
by
Look how
himself.
old he is.
Right.
But he agrees to do it. The mom kind of guilts him into it. And Grandpa is getting ready to go on a date with the widow Johnson. And he's looking around the kitchen like, oh, do we have anything that smells like aftershave? And Sam looks around and Sam's like, well, Grandpa, you can try this Windex. And he does it. He puts it on his hands and he does a little slap on the cheeks with Windex.
Yeah.
And he says he wants to show the widow Johnson some of his work. He's got a little stuffed animal. I think it's a dog.
Yeah, the world's ugliest Pomeranian.
And then Michael's standing there, and Michael has a great line of, what else is this stuff for Widow Johnson? Mr. Johnson?
Oh my god.
To which Grandpa doesn't respond. Grandpa was looking at him like, how the fuck do you know that? Well, I'm going to go off on my date now.
Wait, can we circle back real fast?
Yes.
To when they're on the phone with the mom, and the mom's like, hey, I got this date with Max. And
She's calling from work
yeah.
at the video store.
And she's like, you've been sleeping all afternoon. And it's like, it's 2 p.m. Have she never met a teenager? Like,
During the summer?
During the like, I was at one point nocturnal during the summer in my teenage years because I was not getting up before 4. So it's like,
Look, she's trying to prevent this behavior.
I don't know.
One of my uncles used to always be telling me, "Why are you still asleep?" And it wasn't even noon yet. He's like, "You still sleeping?"
Yeah.
The sun is up. Why are you still sleeping?
Yep.
Is this where Sam was just like, and he's wearing his sunglasses inside?
Yeah.
Or is this later on?
No, that might have been a little bit later.
Where he's just like, you're a vampire.
That's later.
Okay.
Yeah, they haven't come to that realization just yet.
Okay.
That's coming up, though. That's this
Oh,
night.
that's the other time where he goes to sleep and he wakes up on the ceiling.
No, that's right before that.
Oh, okay.
We're almost there.
I gotcha. Time frame.
Yeah.
Shoved together.
After Grandpa leaves to go see the widow Johnson, the wind like starts to blow through the house because every fucking window is open.
You know what I'm thinking? You know, I'll come back to it when
No.
we get there.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I have a theory about why it doesn't seem like there's any AC in this house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You mentioned this the other
Yeah.
night. So they start hearing dirt bikes and the headlights zooming around past all these windows. And when Michael goes to open the front door, it stops. It just gets quiet. The lights are gone. The wind has died down. And he closes the door, and Sam's like, Michael, what's happening? And he just says to Sam, nothing. Go take your bath.
And I was like, there's no way this kid's actually taking a bath. Because
A bath.
a bath.
He's a kid. Kids take baths.
Yes.
Kids take baths in the 80s.
Yeah, I don't know. I figured he would like take a shower at like 14, but this kid's like in a full-on bubble bath.
Nah, it's
Yeah, Erica.
him, though.
Erica said right before it cut to it, she goes, "You think he's taking a bubble bath?" And then boom, we cut to it. Sam has got this bathtub about a foot high out of the tub with bubbles.
Lathered up.
Oh, he is got his hair lathered up.
He's having
completely
a
covered in
great
bubbles.
time.
He really
Yeah,
is.
he's vibing to the radio.
Jamming out.
Nanook is there.
He's like Ernie with his rubber ducky in his bathtub. Like, that's all that's missing. He's
You know
like,
what? I bet if you looked hard enough, you would find a rubber duck in this scene.
Probably.
This kid's setting the mood for himself. The only thing he was missing was some scented candles.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam likes to treat himself.
And some aftershave, some actual aftershave.
Yeah, not the Windex.
But also good for him for bathing, because teenage boys have an issue with that.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm related to one. My brother would, when he was about Sam's age, would go into the bathroom, turn on the hot water, and just wait. And then he would come out dry, and they'd be like, "Did you take a shower?" He said, "Yeah." Soap in there wasn't touched.
Why?
Because he was a fucking animal.
I don't.
I don't know. Sam's doing better than that.
The smell bones are just developing at that time.
Yeah.
But just humans in general and hygiene is just questionable.
Wash your ass, everybody. Wash
Please.
your ass.
Please.
It will make you feel better if you're going through a depression episode.
So, while Sam's having his little bubble bath, Michael goes to the fridge and grabs a carton of milk, and he has really bad belly cramps. And he collapses to the floor and spills this milk everywhere.
Smashes it. And my first thought, I was like, oh no, not the milk.
Well, he was gonna drink out of it 1st.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he pulled the cart down. He's looking around. I'm like, oh no.
You don't want that. You want that sweet red nectar.
Ugh.
But he starts making his way upstairs, like kind of shambling up the steps. And Sam's just in there jamming out to his music.
Having a great time.
But Nanook senses something is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And when Michael gets to that door and opens it, Nanook jumps on him,
Yeah.
pounces on Michael, and the door slams behind him. And Sam didn't hear this in the moment because at the exact same time, he dunked his head underwater to rinse all the soap off.
Yep.
It reminds me a little bit of that scene in that video where that dog punches.
Oh, the shaggy dog?
Yes.
In the office when
Yes.
he jumps up and
Call
punches
the
that guy.
pound. We have a stray dog here. Already did, sir. They're on their way. This dog just freaking gives this guy a mean left hook.
The
Yeah.
meanest hook.
That was Nanook in that scene.
Yeah. Oh, man. If they had done that exact same effect, like you see the dog get up in front of the tub and run, but then it's clearly a person in a suit punches Jason Patrick. That would have been way better.
Yeah, would have.
But Sam gets out of the tub and he makes his way downstairs. Not a fucking light on in this house.
Also, Sam doesn't seem to have any urgency in this.
He's real slow. Nanook, Michael, I'm gonna walk down these stairs as slow as possible.
But he like took the time to rinse his hair completely,
Put on a robe.
put on a robe, put on the pajamas, and I'm just like, Michael could be dead. Like,
Well, he didn't know.
I mean, he had his head underwater when the initial attack happened.
Right.
yeah, but you're still gonna hear like a thud when the door slammed because the doors also slammed closed behind him.
Well, I mean, that's why he was getting up. He knew Nanook left the room, but he didn't know what happened. When he gets downstairs and turns the lights on, Michael's on the ground holding his hand, which has a huge bite mark on it.
Huge bite mark.
Sam is like, "What'd you do to my dog?" "It's not Nanook's blood, it's mine. He bit me. Because he was protecting you." And I think this is where Michael stands up in front of the mirror, and
Yeah, and sounds like your reflection.
he's transparent.
Yeah.
And this is where he's like, "You're a vampire, Michael. I can't believe it. My own goddamn brother is a shit-sucking vampire." This is where he makes his way upstairs and locks himself in the room.
But also, what a jump to make.
That's why I was just like,
He was reading those comics.
Yeah, and those dudes were talking about. Didn't he talk to them about what Michael had been doing? Like, didn't he call them and was just like, "Hey, I'm kind of thinking there's something weird's going on with my brother." And they were like, "Oh yeah." Or was that right?
That's right now.
That's right now. Okay.
Okay.
I thought he
so.
called him initially, and they're just like, "Oh yeah, you're dealing with a vampire."
No, he
No,
calls
it's
them when he goes
afterwards,
upstairs.
yeah.
Once he's upstairs locked in his room, he calls the Frog Brothers, and he has the thing about, well, they're like, what's his breath like? Does he have really bad breath?
He's always had bad breath.
Yeah. Or his fingernails long? He's like, no, they're not.
No, he's like, they're a little bit longer than normal, yeah.
Yeah. They ask him another thing that I don't remember the answer to, but they're like, yeah, he's definitely a
And
vampire.
he's like, he sleeps all day, and he was wearing his sunglasses inside.
That's
Yep.
what it was.
yeah.
Definitely a shit-sucking vampire.
Go ahead, kill him. It'll make you feel better.
Mm-hmm. Get you a
I
steak,
can't
drop it
kill
right
my
through his heart.
brother.
Yeah, but then they say, all right, that's fair. We'll be there to do it for you in a
Yep.
few minutes.
They were ready,
Yeah, they're ready.
or they thought they were ready.
Spoiler, the Frog Brothers, the vampire hunters, don't get a single kill in this entire movie. They don't kill any vampires. They don't kill anyone.
Don't they?
You're right. One.
Well,
You're
the
totally
dog,
right.
The dog does it though.
No. Jeremy's totally right. I forgot about the first one.
The first one.
They stab Marco.
They stab Marco. You're
Oh,
right.
you're right.
I was thinking about the house.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Yep.
totally right. I fucked up.
They get one.
But they get the easy one. He's sleeping.
Right.
Nanook, I think, has the best one.
Yes.
So Michael goes into his room and he starts to levitate. He falls asleep on his bed and he wakes up on the ceiling.
Very reminiscent of Gina Davis in Beetlejuice when she's levitating in her sleep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Didn't she wake up and hit the floor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Michael doesn't have that luck. Michael gets sucked out the window.
Yeah, the wind was weird.
I think it was him doing that because the vampires can fly, but he doesn't know how to fly. He's doing
gotcha.
this by accident. So I think that wind he was making that wind, but not knowing how.
But what gets me is how many vampires are killed because they're accidentally floated up too high and
Into
ended up
the sun.
Yeah.
Just keep floating into the sun.
I worry for the vampire population of this community. It feels like
Not the people, just the vampires.
I watch a lot. I watch Teen Wolf. I watch Buffy. I watch Vampire Diaries.
That might be why there's only 6 of them.
Yeah.
Well, 6.5.
So you would have been one of those damn vampire sympathizers out here supporting fucking shit-sucking vampires.
Because the rest of them just died. Because they're just
floating
they're
up
just
to
like,
the
yeah,
abyss.
you got it.
They
We're not
floated
gonna...
up out of the shade into the sunlight.
Yeah.
That's why they
Cooked
were
up.
trying to get so many of them to join. They're just like, damn.
We gotta up these numbers.
Another one floated off. Like, well,
We won't teach them, though.
let's go find another one.
They don't have solar flares. Every time they see one go up, it's just... psst.
Yep.
They think it's solar flares, though, but really it's just another vampire
It's just
popping
another
like a
vampire.
balloon.
It's like, damn it. Oh, there goes another one. Just like, should we teach them how to fly?
Fucking god damn, Greg floated off.
Like, no, we're not going to teach them. If they don't learn, they don't deserve to be a vampire.
They gotta figure it out on their own. Lucy...
Survival of the weakness.
That's how my dad taught me.
Survival of the floatiest.
Yes.
But at the same time as Michael's floating out the window, Lucy calls the house, and she's checking in, and I forget what Sam says to her, but Michael is in his room holding onto his phone line, screaming, and Lucy's like, why do I hear screaming in the background? And Sam is trying to tell her there's something wrong with Michael, but Michael gets on the phone, and he's like, Mom, don't listen to him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. And he's outside floating on outside Sam's window. And Sam just starts to scream, he's going to kill me, he's going to kill me.
Sam is overreacting to this stream. Calm down,
Yeah.
kid.
Very much so.
Which is why I was like, I
Is
don't
he
like this kid.
overreacting?
Yeah, because Michael's just literally outside. And he's like, I haven't talked to you or see you in an hour because I
Well-
took a nap.
Floating in the air.
Yeah, and then you think I'm struggling.
But he's screaming, he's going to kill me. And it's just like, nah, he's just kind of hanging out outside the window.
But the mom
What?
does have the correct
is
reaction.
legitimate.
Leaves immediately.
Yeah, doesn't
I
even
mean, yeah,
try
no.
to tell Max, like, hey, I gotta go. She just fucking dips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Max is sitting there at his table watching her go down to her car. Where's she going? Hops in, drives away. And he's just like, fuck, I spent all this money for nothing.
Yep.
Didn't she call to check on them?
Yes, she did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And that's when she heard the screaming.
Yeah.
It was Michael screaming initially.
Yeah.
So I guess it's a good thing she was mollycoddling them, because who would have just been like, you know what, I'm about to have this dinner. I'm going to call my kids from the restaurant.
I mean, it kind of doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, I know it doesn't go anywhere, but like just the fact that she even did it in the first place.
I mean, it shows she actually does care, because she's like, hey, let me check on my kids real fast before I go get railed by my boss.
I mean, like, when y'all parents left y'all home alone, y'all not get phone call check-ins?
Yeah.
I probably did. I don't really remember.
Yeah,
I got told don't open the door for anybody.
Yeah. Don't break anything.
Yeah.
Don't burn the house down.
I was never left alone long enough for them to be like, because at most it was like 3 hours, 4 hours.
And it was like a couple calls too.
Yeah.
Like they would call because they knew what time you got up, which was like
Well,
noon.
That's true, but my mom was also like, she wasn't leaving for work till like 9:30. So she'd be like, I'm leaving, and then I'd be like, okay.
And then lunchtime you get a call like, what are you doing? You need to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And then you would get like a call like an hour or so like, hey, did you remember to thaw the chicken? And you'd be like, oh shit.
Or my favorite, you would call the phone number and be like, hey, can I speak with Kimberly Jordan? And it was her job. There's only 3 people there. So she would always answer. And it would be like, can I have a popsicle? It'd be like, yeah, okay, thanks. It's like, oh, Jay wants one too. Can he have one?
Oh my gosh.
See, I never had that because my father was a disabled veteran, so he never really worked in my childhood. He was always home.
Yeah, there was always an adult. There was usually an adult home with us. The only reason there wouldn't be, I think the only time we were home by ourselves is like maybe you'd be home by yourself in the afternoon for some reason or another because they had to go somewhere or something like that. But they always were just like, shut the door. Door's going to be locked. Mm-hmm. Don't open the door for anybody.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, Michael finally convinces Sam to open the window and let him in. He's like, I'm your brother. I'm not going to hurt you. Just please open this window.
Just help me. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was so sweet with it too. He was like, please. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that would have worked on me.
Shit, I'd been like, that's not the magic word. What's the magic word? Come on. Can I get $20? But he, at the same time, this is where Lucy comes home, and he's like, look, we're gonna figure this out. We just gotta lie to Mom for a minute. And Sam runs downstairs, and he tells her that he was reading a comic, and he thought he saw someone outside of his window.
And he did.
He did, technically.
It was a good cover up though.
It was,
honestly.
it was good, but at the same time, Lucy's going,
It was a terrible cover up.
Suspicious.
I don't believe you.
I'd have slapped that kid. Like,
Yeah.
Boy, I just came home for nothing. You fucking, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
But she picks up the milk
Still
carton in the
believes in
kitchen.
Closet monsters, so
He does believe in closet monsters.
You right. I actually would have been like, you better put your brother on the phone right now.
Right,
During
the
all that
older
screaming and
brother,
shit,
not
I'm like-
him, the older
Like,
brother.
Where's the one I left in charge?
Well,
Right.
the brother was already on the phone.
That's true.
Yeah. So I would have listened to
Yeah.
the older one. He's like, he's tripping. Don't listen to him. I'd have been like, all right, well, when I get home, y'all both getting your ass whipped for this.
You were supposed to be in charge.
Yeah.
He got out of hand. You're both in trouble. But Lucy comes home and she's like, why is the fridge open? And who spilled the milk? And she
Louise, where are all the chairs?
and she picks the milk carton up, puts it on the counter. And this is where we see the missing poster of Laddie on the milk carton.
Yeah.
And his actual name on the carton is Laddie.
Well, no, because it's Laddie in quotation marks.
Yeah, but there's no first name.
Well, yeah, because they're like, well, he's called. Maybe he was an orphan or like a little lost boy, if you will.
Shut up.
Okay.
And that's how they got Star with Laddie.
Yup.
Yeah, they did actually.
Yeah.
They got Laddie to keep Star company.
Because she needed a child.
But wasn't Laddie first though?
Oh, they don't ever say in the movie.
Yeah, but he turns,
Well, it might be because he's a kid.
I guess.
Maybe you just can't fight it like Star can. Because Star's the only one that we see never get vampire face.
Right, that's what I'm saying though.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, so you assume that because it was like a length of time that you had to be turned before you actually turn into that?
Yeah.
Like you can't fight the
No.
urge anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, I think I don't think that's it. I think it's some type of transformation
Okay.
where you can just appear normal versus when you go into your actual vampire state. And I just assumed that because of movies had that whole our women have to look good at all times, even if they get their ass whipped in a fight scene, they still look amazing afterwards. they didn't want
They
to
didn't
put
have her, yeah.
Star in a. They didn't want you to see her looking like that, so she never went on that transformation
I got you.
because she was supposed to be the beautiful woman of the movie. So they're like, we're not gonna have her look like that.
That checks out. That sounds like 80s math.
Yeah.
That's actually math for a lot of movies just moving forward. Like you remember Mr. and Mrs. Smith with Angelina Jolie and what's his name?
Brad Pitt.
They had a hellacious fight scene.
Good movie.
She looked amazing after that fight.
Yep.
There's some other movies. Same thing happens.
Oh,
Where they
absolutely.
just have like just
Yeah,
little
just they'll have
cuts.
little whatever, but they won't ever look like if you see two people get into a knockdown drag out fight where
Ronda
like-
Rousey and Michelle Rodriguez in Fast
Yeah.
and Furious 7.
and it's just like you got hit in the face multiple times.
Y'all
There's
were
gonna
slammed
be,
against walls.
Yeah, there's gonna be swelling.
No
There's gonna be
bruises,
a
nothing.
black eye, something. They're like, nope, this woman has to look immaculate coming out of this scene because this is our female lead or one of the female leads. So she has to look immaculate at all times. That's just a movie thing, like period. Woman has to look amazing no matter what's happening.
No, but I definitely get that for Star.
Star doesn't do much in this movie but give exposition.
That's it.
And sleep.
Yeah.
And look pretty.
And do a little fucking. That's
Pretty
the most
soon, actually.
inappropriate song.
As I say, it's coming up. Yeah.
She's actually there to look good. That's all.
Yeah. So Sam goes into Lucy's room and asks if he can sleep in her room that night. And she says, "You been eating pizza? You smell like garlic." And he's going to take his robe off, and he's got a whole garlic necklace on.
Which makes me wonder, like, why is there so much garlic that they have such easy access to? Like, he got, like, that roll of garlic
You find out
really
why.
quickly.
You find out exactly why later on in the movie.
Like, true.
Why there's so much garlic.
Okay.
They have that giant fucking haul of garlic near the end of the movie. This
Yeah.
gigantic bag of garlic.
Yeah. Why is there so much garlic? Why are there giant steaks in the yard?
I just thought Grandpa was, like, prepared.
Yeah, Grandpa was prepared.
Yeah.
He just knew. He knew. That's
Yeah.
why there were giant steaks. That's why there was garlic.
That's why there's
Grandpa
no
was ready.
more... Or that's why there is a Widow Johnson.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's why there's so many antlers just chilling. It's like at any time I need to just be able to stab.
Stabbing him.
Yeah, got to be able to stab a vampire at all times. That's why I got all these antlers.
So then they go to sleep, and then we wake up, and it's nighttime. And
No.
the next day.
No, it shows us that Max is actually going home after the failed date.
Oh, yeah.
We forgot to mention he has a dog named Thorn.
Yes.
Yep.
And he goes to his house. He has a really nice looking property. We don't really see much of the inside of it, but big front walkway, this really nice gate and fences, and he goes to see Thorn, and then we start getting the wind picking up and the bike noises and the headlights, and he's kind of just like staring off like, fuck, I told these kids to stay out of the video store. Now they're at my house. I gotta ground them or something.
Well, I think it's more of like a red herring, whereas everybody who's pissed off the boys so far has died, and you see them,
You
killed.
see them get murdered. I
Yeah.
thought that was what that scene was supposed to be too.
Yes.
Yes.
So the we kind of alluded to it earlier, but joked about it several times. Max is the head vampire in this movie, and
I didn't put the 2 and 2 together till the end when they were like, "He's it," and because like they joke about it, and I was like, "Well, he can't be him."
yeah,
Yeah.
Erica the whole time we were watching this was like, "Well, it's they're he's dead. They're gonna kill Max.
Yeah.
It can't be Max. He
Yeah.
passed all the vampire
Yeah,
tests."
but they give you little like tidbits of it
Missed
leading
them.
up.
There's like a couple of hints. There's only like a couple of hints.
Yeah,
honestly.
there's a couple, but I mean, I didn't catch it right off to begin with either.
And to tell you the truth, I can only think of one extremely obvious. They threw it right at you.
Yeah, they did.
There's only one.
For me, it was the. We'll get to it when we get to it.
Yeah, yeah. As I say, yeah.
Yeah, but there are a couple hints, but like Jeremy said, this is supposed to be like a red herring. Like the vampires
There's
are now
a lot of red herrings.
Well, she
going
said
to
that.
his house.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought Jeremy said
No,
that. I'm
she
sorry.
said that. I
Eric-
was thinking it, but she did.
Oh,
She said
okay.
it.
But yeah, so they go to his house and it made it seem like, oh, well, Max is dead now.
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't see him again for a while.
Nope.
But at the same time, Michael sneaks out of the house when Grandpa comes home from his date with Widow Johnson. And he's very happy. He's whistling and shit on his way into the house.
Yeah, because he was,
Grandpa did some stuffing.
he was taxidermying some situations.
He stuffed her with Mr. Johnson.
Oh.
He stuffed her with his Johnson.
Oh my goodness.
It took a minute.
and I think Michael goes to the hideout, and this is where we have our sex scene. But it's also he walks in and he grabs the bottle that he drank from earlier, and he smells it and he throws it, and then Star walks up and he goes, "That wasn't wine I drank the other night, was it? It was blood." And she's like, "Well,
Yeah, I told you.
I said that, dummy." He's like, "What's happening to me?"
And she's like, "I couldn't tell you. I still can't tell you." Like, no, you can.
You can tell
You
me.
can tell.
I was flying earlier. I need some answers.
Right.
Mind you, I probably would have experimented with the flying myself.
Oh yeah.
Indoors where I can't fly out of a window
Yeah,
accidentally.
once I get the hang of it, like, all right, we can fly around outside.
But we have the sex scene, and the song again, "Cry Little Sister," is playing during this scene very loudly. This is like the most pronounced it is in the whole film. But
It's like also a weird montage as well.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what?
It's a weird
because
sex montage.
it's cut between Star and Michael, and then these random shots flying over the clouds. Mm-hmm. And the shots of flying over the clouds kind of zoom down into the entrance to the hideout, and they go down into this like small chamber off of the big room that they spend all their time in. Mm-hmm. And you can hear them laughing and everything. And Michael wakes up the next morning, and he's like looking at his hand, and he takes the bandage off, and the wound from the Nook is gone. So overnight, that thing just healed up on its own.
Like a vampire's, healing speed would. Yeah.
It's not just the blood that helps. It's also the rampant fucking. And this is where we have the thing with Lucy seeing Michael come home, and she goes, "Well, we're still friends, aren't we?"
No.
And like we said, "No, ma'am, this is not your friend. This is your child. You need to discipline him. He's acting like a lunatic right now. Out all hours of the night, and it's a high school kid."
Right.
He's at most, or at least 17.
Right.
This movie would have been completely different if this was a black family.
I said the same thing.
Mom would have beat his ass.
Yeah, he'd have walked up. She'd have just had the belt just ready to go.
I'm not one of your little friends.
I ain't one of your little friends.
I don't know who Boo Boo the Fool is, but it sure ain't me.
Yep.
Boy would have gotten his ass beat.
Immediately. No questions asked. Like, I don't even care where you been. Don't matter. I know where you gonna be from now on.
Because he says he has more things going on to worry about than school and girls.
Yeah.
And to be fair, he does. As a vampire.
That would have confused me, though, as a parent. Like, I got more things to worry about than school and girls. Like, hold up.
Are you doing drugs?
That means drugs. Like, hold on now.
He does look like he's been doing drugs because he's very sickly looking here.
And he has his eyes covered up.
Yeah, he's constantly wearing his sunglasses.
So I would have been like, okay, you high and your eyes are red as hell, and that's why you wearing these shades.
And yet, she still keeps putting him in charge of the brother.
Yeah.
'Cause
But
she's
she
like-
did tell him to take his shades off.
True.
She did.
Probably
said,
so she
"Look
can,
at me."
Yeah, just look at me. All right, his eyes are clearly not red. He ain't high.
But he is pale as fuck. He's probably been drinking all night. He's hungover.
Yeah, so she's just like, okay, you're not high. You probably not. You said you're not out with girls. What are you doing?
But also, it's the middle of summer. You just moved him to a new town. Let him make friends.
Nah, bro, not in the middle of the night.
No, at night you should be home.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a child.
Yeah.
So I don't know what friends you're out making all night long, but it ain't happening.
Because I did have an 11:30 curfew. So
I had a street light curfew.
Yep, street light.
even at 17?
No, by 17 I was moving down here. My dad didn't care where I was as long as I told him where I was.
It got more lenient over time.
My dad's rule was as long as you get up and go to school in the morning, I don't care how late you stay up, I don't care what you do. My mother, when I lived back in New York, when the streetlights come on, you're inside.
No matter the time? Mm-hmm. Or no matter the age?
Mm-hmm.
No.
More bad
Well,
shit.
I mean, I left New York when I was 16.
No.
More bad shit happened on the streets of, nighttime New York versus nighttime somewhere in South Carolina.
Yeah, my dad was a little bit more
You
relaxed
weren't
about
leaving
it.
the house, though, anyway.
That's true. That was still his rule, though. Like, he would call us, like, where you at? Like, at my sister's house. She lived, like, 10 minutes from us.
I could call and be like, hey, I'm not going to make it. And then just stay out the rest of the night. Because my parents were sleeping, like, they went to sleep at, like, 9. Like, we would sneak out, like, all the goddamn time. Like, it was so easy.
I had to tell my mom basically, or like my grandmother, I had to tell them beforehand. like if I was gonna be out that night. I couldn't just make the decision leading up into it, because then they knew where I was, or rather where I was supposed to be. So if they called whoever or whatever the case was and I wasn't there, or if I was somewhere else for some reason, then it's just like, all right, you fucking lied. So
Better
like,
catch these hands.
yeah, it's like, okay, why'd you lie about where you were gonna be?
No, getting out of the house was like pulling teeth for me. You remember that?
Yeah.
You know, you had them
Couldn't be a weekday. And then the parents had to call each other. Mm-hmm. And then even then, sometimes they were just like, no.
Might have went wild, but not as wild as some other people.
Right.
I know these vampires got wild because they mentioned that Michael was supposed to be Star's first.
Good segue.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You ruined it.
right.
Good job.
You can cut it out.
I'm cutting that whole conversation out.
Aw.
Hey, that's good stuff
I
for
hope
the
you
mom.
keep them for just like random, like these are the sideline.
Oh, I have all the
Rabbit
sideline
holes.
all the
story.
original recording saved. I don't
Yes.
delete anything.
Yeah.
But that's a good tidbit for the mom worrying too damn much about the son.
Yeah.
But yeah, wild vampires.
The vampires are being wild, and again, Michael is supposed to be Star's first. That was the reason they got him for her, or got him in the hideout. But she just couldn't bring herself to do it. And
To drink.
yeah, you don't become a full vampire until you make your first kill.
Right.
So Laddie, Star, and Michael are only half vampires.
Yeah. Vampire Diary rules. Gotcha.
Yeah.
But is Laddie not full though?
No.
But his face.
So does
turned.
Michael.
Michael did too later.
I think it's
Oh,
because.
you're right. Right.
But that's why I think it's because he couldn't fight that vampire hunger anymore.
Yeah.
That's why Laddie turned. And I think it was part of the reason Michael turned.
Okay.
I
He
guess
also
Star's
got-
just stronger willed than them. She's like, I've had period cramps worse than this.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Probably.
True.
I know they didn't get into it, but it's probably also triggered by maybe like fear, anxiety, anger. It's probably an emotional trigger to it as well.
It very well could be, because Michael's did seem to be when he was mad.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
the kid could
At
have
the
just
end.
been scared.
Yeah, he was
Right.
hiding under the bed when it happened.
Yeah.
Lucy and Sam go over to Max's place to drop off a bottle of wine to apologize for her dipping out on him the night before.
Does she not have Max's number? She could have called in the morning instead of dropping by unannounced.
Well, I mean, you can't drop off a bottle of wine over the phone.
Yeah, but
I guess
also
she-
with what money? She does have that job now. Never mind. And getting
Yeah,
paid
she
under
has
the
a
table.
job. Yeah.
Yeah, it's secret
I
under the
guess-
table job.
She just. I don't. But yeah, she should have called him. Like, hey, are you home? Blah,
Right.
blah.
Right.
Yeah.
Let your dog know.
Well, Thorne did not know, and Thorne does not like uninvited guests, because when she's walking up, Thorne, up until this moment, has been shown to be a very sweet dog.
Sweet. Yeah.
Thorne tries to kill her.
Goes full Cujo.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
because he's ripping apart the front fence to try to get through it to get to her and Sam after
Yeah.
they ran out of the yard. And Sam runs over to the Frog Brothers, and he's like, all right, my brother's a vampire. I can't kill him. And their immediate thing is, you should kill your brother. Don't worry about it. He's just a vampire. Just go
Right.
ahead and kill him. And they think, well, what if we kill the head vampire? That should cure everyone that they turned. That is just half vampire. A full vampire cannot be turned back. But they specifically say that a half vampire can turn back to a human if the head vampire is killed. To which Sam, rightfully so, jumps to thinking it's Max. He lists off several things that make him think it's Max, and the first one being he's never out in the sunlight.
Lord forbid a man has a sun allergy.
Was it the dog too? The hellhound?
Oh, yes.
The
Yes.
hellhound.
It's
Yeah.
a dog guardian. Vampires need someone to protect them during the day.
Right.
Totally right.
Yep.
And they're like, all right, well, we'll put him through a vampire test.
Which he passes with flying colors.
Flying colors.
Is this where one of my favorite scenes comes up? Where they go to the church?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Oh, so yeah.
That was funny. But no, so this is the night now. Lucy is making dinner because Max is coming over. And Grandpa has a funny line of, oh, we don't need company. We just had company. She goes, Dad, you haven't had company since Mom died 8 years ago. He's like, yeah, we don't need company now. And Michael is leaving the house. He's going to go out and try to find David and the guys.
With his sunglasses on at night.
No, he's not wearing sunglasses here.
Is he not?
No, this is where he zips up the leather jacket and he's
Oh.
looking very sick because he's all sweaty. It looks like he's going through withdrawal. He's got the DTs, and he's walking out the front door and he opens the door and Max is there, and you must be Michael. Well,
You must be Max.
with a very bad attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he says, "Well, you're the man of the house, and I'm not going to come in until you invite me. You're invited." Mm-hmm. Max walks in, Michael just leaves.
Yep.
Just fucks right off.
The man of the house. When Grandpa's right there.
Didn't see him.
Well, it's like that is her kid. Mm-hmm. So he's trying to, show the kid some.
Okay.
Flattery will get you invited in the
Yeah,
house.
he's trying to build a rapport with his kid, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, this is the only hint that I remember that is the big hint. He asked to be invited in. Mm-hmm. So that was the only hint. I was like, oh, shit.
Now, very important. They don't need to be invited in, as we see later. But being invited in does something very specific. I think we'll talk about it when we get there.
I really like that mechanic of vampires needing to be invited in because I think it poses like an interesting stopping point for it. Like most memory, there's that scene in Vampire Diaries where Klaus can't come in. So he's like, I can't come in, but I'm just going to chuck things into your house. And it is so good because he takes these sharpened fence pickets and just chucks it through the house, stabbing people with it. It's so good. And then he'll light the house on fire just to get you out the house. Klaus is like, I can't come in, but you can come out.
I think I would have just started with lighting the house on fire.
Right. Yeah.
They'll come out eventually.
Yeah.
But there's the two good moments with that. One very fresh in my mind. I just saw Sinners, the new Ryan Coogler movie. Mm-hmm. I had a bit of a double vampire weekend. So, listener, you get an idea when we're recording this, even though for you, it's about 9 days from Halloween. There's a big element in that the undead cannot come in unless they're invited. Mm-hmm. And the other one I always think about is from the comedy podcast Dungeons and Daddies. When the guys are trying to rescue Terry Jr. in season 1.
Yes.
There's a vampire pretending to be his father. And Terry Jr. refuses to accept it's not really his dad. Mm-hmm. And they're fighting it. And at one point, they're hiding inside this house. And Terry's like, I invite you in. And just all the guys start shitting their pants because they don't know how to kill it.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's really funny, though.
It's a great podcast.
Hilarious podcast. Also, Sinners, great movie. I very much recommend it. So now that Sam is in the house, you can see how much of a imposing figure Edward Herrmann was. Sam
or Max?
Max.
Yes.
Okay.
Did I say Sam?
Yeah.
You did.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
It's okay.
So Edward Herrmann was like 6'4".
6'4", 6'5".
He was a big guy.
Yeah, it doesn't really seem it in the video shot, but when he walks into the house, you're just like...
When he's standing talking to Diane Wiest where she's setting the table, he's fucking huge. He gives her the flowers. They share a little kiss. And he says Thorne is apologizing. Mm-hmm. And he says if you promise to come back, he says he'll behave. Yeah.
Your dog tried to eat me. I'm gonna need a little bit more.
A dog I've met before.
Right.
That presumably you see often because he comes into the video store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
And Sam comes in with the Frog Brothers. Oh, Mom, I have some friends over for dinner. And this is Edgar and Alan Frog. And the boys go, Oh, it's not a problem, Mom. We can just go eat some sandwiches in the other room.
No, they don't even say sandwiches. We'll just eat some peanut butter.
Peanut butter and jelly, I thought they said. And she goes, no, there's plenty for everyone. And they're sitting at the table eating spaghetti, which looks like a mountain of pasta with just a little tiny bit of sauce in the middle of it.
And it's weird because I was watching her season it in the kitchen. She goes to pour what I'm assuming is oregano, and she starts crunching it in her hand over in one spot, and then walking all the way. And I'm like, why didn't you do that at the pot?
Season your food.
Nah, bro.
It was weird. And she's walking around with the spoon, just licking the spoon.
Well, they're sitting at the table eating the spaghetti, and the boys are looking at each other like, now? Do we do it? Okay, let's go, let's do this. And Sam says, Max, would you like some freshly ground Parmesan? Oh, thank you.
And Diane Wiest is like, yes, he made it himself. And I'm like,
He helped with dinner.
yeah.
And Max sprinkles a good helping of this ground Parmesan on his spaghetti.
That clearly does not look like Parmesan.
That
At
he didn't
all.
even fucking look at.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, that's Parmesan. I'm just gonna
Sure.
start dumping it on.
You would smell this
Oh,
from outside
legit.
because it's freshly ground garlic.
He didn't even look at it.
No, because he eats. He's like, oh god, it's garlic.
They're just like staring at him like,
Right? You don't like garlic, do you? Huh? You hate it? You go, no, I like garlic.
How's that feel?
It's just too much. Oh, but before that, the funnier part was the five of them are sitting at the table, and Lucy says, "Whew, someone has bad breath," and all the boys are staring at Max, and Max is kind of like, "What?
It ain't
Why
me."
you?" And then she's like, "Nanook, get out of here!" And Nanook has his front paws on the dining room table.
Because he's about to bite Max's face off.
Like, I don't... How does that even happen? And no one noticed. Because, like...
The nook.
Yeah, because, like, if Murray's anywhere near me, I'm like, move. God,
Quit
leave.
breathing on me.
Yeah.
Quit breathing over my plate.
The
If he
nook-
puts his chin over my coffee table while I'm sitting at it, I'm like, Murray, back up. This dog has his whole feet on the table.
Might as well have a whole table setting set for him the way he sat at this table.
the nook
Wouldn't
was
that be funny?
Yes.
If there's a tiny dog bowl at the table with some spaghetti for
oh my
Nook.
God.
the nook was just like, Lucy, I don't think this guy checks out. That's why he was trying to tell her.
Perfect.
Yeah.
He's literally sitting there like, hey man, I don't think this Max guy checks out.
Something's off
Like,
about this
something's
fella.
off
This
about
guy
this fella.
smells like death.
Yeah. It's like,
He doesn't rewind his videotapes.
yeah.
We can't trust this guy.
Like, Lucy, you sure about this guy? It's like, back up, the nook. Like, all right, I'm just trying to warn you.
Try to let you know.
This guy don't check out. I don't like him.
Yeah, but after they do, so it's the Nanook, the bad breath, then it's the garlic, and Sam says something about, oh, here's some water to wash it down, and he just pours a glass of water right into Max's crotch,
Just throws it.
and he's like, is it hot? He goes, no, it's cold. He goes, oh, all right, guys, all right, none of this is working. Next plan, they shut the lights off, and they put a mirror in front of Max, and they turn the lights back on, and Max sees his reflection, he's like, oh! And immediately, the Lucy is like, "What is happening right now?" To which Max, very calmly, because he's had lots of time to practice acting like a human, I know what's going on here. Sam says, "You do?" Yeah, and you're wrong. I'm not trying to replace your father or take your mother away from you. I'm just trying to be your friend, Sam.
It is very well handled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was ready.
Yeah.
I like that he jumps at his reflection because I like to think of it because, like, he jumps because he hasn't seen his reflection in a while. So he's like, oh, this is what I look like.
That's one of the theories online.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. It works. Mm-hmm. But as he decides to leave, and he goes, we haven't had very good luck with this date thing. I think we're 3-0 now. So tell you what, on our next date, I'll make dinner at my house, and you come over.
I think it was 0-2.
0-2. Mm-hmm. And she agrees to that. Michael makes his way to the boardwalk, and he finds David and the guys, and he's asking them, where's Star? And he says, if you ever want to see Star again, you got to come with us. Mm-hmm. And this is where they go to the bonfire at the beach. Mm-hmm. And we finally have the big vampire reveal.
The big reveal. Finally.
Where David's like, you're one of us, Michael. And now you know what we are. Because he has the orange and red eyes. Mm-hmm. Like they have their brow becomes more
Yeah, the brow ridge is predominant as all. I think all in, maybe in the forehead too, some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot like how the vampires look in Buffy the Vampire
They
Slayer.
look exactly
Which-
like the
which-
Buffy. Yeah.
Buffy took inspiration from this movie.
Yeah, I was just about to say Buffy came after.
Like,
Vampire
you could
Diaries came after
tell-
as well.
That Josh Whedon really liked this movie because a lot of the stuff from Buffy is in that. Or in this.
Yeah, definitely.
Even the aesthetics.
And this is where they kill the beach Nazis.
Mm-hmm.
Surf Nazis. Sorry, they're surf Nazis. And this is the most violent this movie gets because like they're biting into people's heads.
Yeah.
where blood is spraying.
I think he ripped that guy's skull, the top of his scalp.
Oh,
off.
Yeah,
yeah,
they
he bit the-
yeah. And then they start just throwing them on a bonfire like they're fucking Jawas.
Mm-hmm. And then it turned blue because some of them were salty.
Yeah, I was really confused about the blue flame.
Yeah,
Those guys were salty.
And then he's just like salt. And I was like, what?
they're surfers.
That's why Zulu's got the blue flame.
She's just super salty.
Yeah.
Oh, she is.
He's a salty bitch.
She
Wow.
was. They're also jamming out to "Walk This Way" by Aerosmith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird music choice.
And they tell Michael, like, look, you have to feed. You're one of us. One of us. One of us. And then they're like, now you know what we are. We know what you are. So, you gonna join us there, big guy?
One of us, Michael.
And like the one time Michael says, "Nah, I'm good."
I mean, they did just rip a guy's fucking scalp open.
True.
It's like, check this shit out, Michael.
Bit into one guy like he was a fucking apple.
You know what it is? They waited too long to get Michael in on it. They should have been like, as soon as they turned him, would have been like, all right, let's go eat, because he was down to clown that night. But maybe tonight is when he's like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, because it's only like the
that's when
second day
Star
of him
was
being a
supposed to eat
vampire.
him then, though.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they weren't. I don't think they were quite on board with getting Michael.
Yeah.
Just then, they were trying to get started.
Because they said this is the end of your initiation.
Yep.
So I feel like maybe don't start them off with the murder scene. You got to ease them into that.
Yeah, maybe like murder 1 instead of 5.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you let children become vampires.
Just a mass murder spree.
Yes, because they can't regulate their emotions
They don't
now.
know how to ease into things.
Yeah.
They go full hog.
I got
Like,
you.
we're going to slaughter this group of guys, Michael. You're going to get in on this.
Yeah.
Full hog, Michael.
And Michael falls out of the tree and he can't do it.
Yeah, Michael. So his stomach is all kind of queasy.
We also get his first transformation here because his eyes turn.
Yeah.
He's screaming in the tree. I think he's really fighting it, which
Yeah.
is why he turns here. But it's very brief. It's like long enough for him to scream in the tree. He falls out, turns back into Jason Patrick.
Yeah, they definitely don't give you like an explanation of how that trigger works.
No, not at all. It seems like for Michael and Laddie, it's like scenes of duress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I don't think it needs it. I'm just saying.
I'm with you.
They're not force feeding it to you.
Yeah, they only do it a few times, which is enough. We don't get a lot of vampirism in this movie, to be fair.
Nope.
They use it sparingly,
Which is good.
which works.
It works, yeah.
But now Michael goes home and he's in Sam's room, and like, look, it wasn't Max. The holy water didn't get him. The garlic didn't get him. We could see his reflection. Max is not the head vampire. I thought he was, so it must be David. Actually, no. Star shows up and she pops into his bedroom and she mentions David, and Sam's hiding under his blanket and all you can see is his face. He goes, "Who the hell's David?"
For real.
Also, I don't think we knew Star was a half vampire yet
Not yet.
until she showed up at the room.
Oh, I thought we got that at the sex scene.
I
But
thought
you might
she
be
was-
right. You might be right.
Yeah, we didn't get that at
because
the.
David tells them, I think. David tells Michael. I don't remember when, though.
No, Star tells Michael you were supposed to be my first kill.
Oh, okay. That's right.
Yeah, but they
Was
didn't
was
know.
that here in the bedroom?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I
They-
got.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I said it was earlier in the movie, I was wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's here this night.
Yeah, we didn't
After
know
the
that Star
murders.
was one. We thought that Star was just some chick that was with them.
Oh,
Because Etta kept being like, "What is she? Some fucking wench? Some vampire wench?"
No, the bait. Yeah, and the vampire went. So I was like,
she's a
what
vampire roadie.
Yeah.
purpose does she serve? And I was like, I feel like she's, well, as soon as she popped up at the beginning, I was like,
Yeah.
that's the bait.
That's when we. Yeah, you were just saying, "Oh, that's bait for what's his name?"
Bait
but
for
you learned
Michael.
later that
Michael was the bait for her.
Yeah.
Michael was actually the bait to try and get her to turn, but they just flip flopped it because David's like, "Hey, honestly, I could get with either of y'all. I don't
A
even really."
true bisexual king.
Mm-hmm. He was going for it.
David,
We talk about Michael being down to clown. David was down to clown.
look, man, he's gonna be alive for a long time. He had to keep his options open.
He's like,
yeah.
I'm getting one of these sexy brunettes. It's either gonna be Star or Michael. I don't care.
Yeah.
And
Then he's just
oh,
like,
this is also the part where he says that wasn't wine, it was blood. And I wrote down in my notes, duh,
It's like
because she told you it was blood.
the whole time. Everyone knew.
But yeah, no shit. They find out that Stars won, and then she talks about how he was supposed to be the first, and
She wants help saving her and
we
Laddie.
need help saving Laddie.
And she disappears, and Sam goes to the phone, and Michael's like, "Who are you calling?" He goes, "Hold on, I have some connections."
The Ghostbusters.
And the Frog Brothers, I think, come back over, and
Yeah,
this
they
is
ride
where-
their bikes and just slam their bikes down in front of the front steps and walk in.
Yep, because this is where they come up with their plan to go to the vampire den and take out the vampires. And Grandpa is seen putting up these big spikes in his yard. Like imagine someone putting in a fence post, but the very top of it is sharpened like a pencil.
This is like the second or third hint that you get that Grandpa knows what's going on. One of the other ones was when Max came for dinner, and he
yeah,
just
he
shut the door real slow.
Yeah,
'Cause-
Grandpa had it just to open so
Yeah.
he could poke his face through, and he saw Max, and he was like, "Mm-mm."
Because that's why he's just like, we don't need visitors, because he knows that most of these bastards around here are probably a vampire.
No need inviting people over.
So definitely don't invite them over.
If Grandpa had said something probably earlier,
That's a hard pill to swallow.
yeah.
Did Grandma get killed by vampires?
No, Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Yeah.
Mr. Johnson got killed because he was a vampire.
Right.
Yeah.
If you showed up to your grandparents' house and they're like, by the way, everybody in this town, I'd say about half of them, they're vampires. You'd be like, all right, Granddad.
Yep. It'd be
Well, whatever you say, dog.
senility.
It'd be more like, Grandpa or Grandma, what was Grandpa doing earlier today?
Yeah, honestly, it'd probably have you believing it less. Like
I don't know.
you'd buy into the theory a lot less.
Sam took it like that.
Look, that motherfucker's 8. He has a wild imagination.
He does have a wild imagination.
He be
It's them
reading,
comic books.
reading too much Wonder Woman, because damn.
So the Frog Brothers have some squirt guns with like holy water. They have spikes, and they want to kill Michael because they go into the house. I'm like, where is he? Have you done it yet? Like, no, he's my brother. He's fine. I'm like, all right, but just get it out of the way. It's gonna help you out in the long run. Mm-hmm. And this is where they go to the vampire hideout in Grandpa's car.
Yeah, they're like, "Hey, Grandpa, can we borrow the car to go into town?"
As they're already leaving
Yeah.
in the car.
It's like, thanks. And he's just like, motherfucking kids, let me put my stakes up.
He's like, oh, fuck.
It's like,
Shit.
these goddamn children.
And Michael tells Sam here he doesn't want him going in there because he's too weak to protect him. Mm-hmm. And Edgar has a great thing, Corey Feldman, like, if you turn or vamp out and do any kind of shit that I don't like, I will not hesitate to stake you. And Sam goes, take a chill pill, Edgar. And he just, okay. And the boys run in and they find Star and Laddie sleeping. And Michael's job is to get them out of there. Mm-hmm. He takes Laddie up, then he takes Star. And the boys are wandering around and they find like that tunnel that we saw them fly into.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel. And it's cold in there. They're looking around. They can't find anything.
And it smells horrible.
As I say, yeah, the smell. And then Jeremy's like, oh, the corpses. And I'm like, oh, God.
Yep. We don't see like a big mass corpse thing in this movie.
Thank
They're
goodness.
around.
Oh, yeah.
They got to be down there. But they mention it's like, I thought they slept in coffins. Mm-hmm. And one of the brothers is like, this whole cave is a coffin. It's cold. It's damp.
Yeah.
They're hanging from the ceiling.
like bats.
Like bats.
And their feet are
Oh,
so
God.
gross.
We get the foot shot later.
Yeah.
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 After this, yeah.
Yeah. But that would even turn Tarantino off.
Yeah. I saw it and I was like, I don't like that.
Oh, there was a scene earlier in the movie where somebody was riding in the car with their feet hanging out the window. At the very beginning, and I was
did
just
say
like,
Quentin
Quentin Tarantino directed this. 'Cause, like, as soon as they drove by and somebody's feet were hanging out the window, I was like, oh, I see Quentin Tarantino might have directed this.
The last time I saw Tarantino in a vampire movie, Selma Hayek put her feet in his mouth.
Ooh.
So he enjoyed that.
Yes. But anyway, yeah, the brothers climbed in there. They saw them all hanging from the ceiling, and that's when the first the kill
Yes.
that the Frog Brothers got. That's when they
Yes.
got their kill.
This is where they kill Marco, Alex Winter. And the vampire blood looks kind of like molasses.
Yeah, it's nasty.
It's like thick and brown, and it's also
Yeah.
full of glitter.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, they did that.
Because
Yeah, you brought that up. You
after
was
the
like,
house, I
"There's
was like,
glitter all
why
over."
are they glittery?
You notice it really bad when they come out.
Yeah.
When they get in the car and drive away.
Exactly. I was like,
I read online it was something to improve its look.
I gotcha.
And Stephanie Myers took inspiration from that.
Stephanie Myers
Must
was
have.
like, hear me
Yeah.
out. I can improve on this.
Yeah, no, it looked like sewage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a good way to describe it
Yeah.
too. So Marco is gone, and the other vampires wake up because they hear his screaming. But these kids are being loud as fuck when they first enter the little hotel. Mm-hmm. Like, they're not trying to be stealthy in any way. They're being as loud as fucking possible.
And the flashlight, like,
Shining the flashlights all on the
over
vampires'
'em.
faces.
Yeah.
Yes.
Getting up there to stake them. They're still talking.
They're in that deep sleep.
Very.
They're in that REM period.
What Granddad was doing at the beginning.
Yeah.
And David is like, "You're dead meat!" And he chases them out, and he grabs Sam's ankle. But they pull him into sunlight and burns David's hand.
Yeah.
and it shows a close-up of David, like, reacting to, like, his hand being burnt, and you can see, like, a tear run down his
Yeah.
face.
Yeah, that shit hurt like fuck.
Well, I thought
That
it
was an
'cause-
accident.
Oh,
The tear is a complete accident.
Oh.
His contacts were bothering him, Kiefer Sutherland,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that his eyes were watering. And they happened to catch that one tear coming out in that moment after his hand gets burnt and Marco dies.
Yeah.
They felt it was just so perfect, they left it in the movie.
Nice.
I mean, it worked well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was a complete accident. It's like that
That's
shot in,
cool.
oh God, I forget the movie, but there's some random shooting star in the background of a movie, and it just fit so perfectly that they
left it.
left it in.
I really thought it was just because he was like, "Oh, my friend's dead."
I thought it was because his hand hurt like really fucking bad from the sun burning.
Could be both.
Like, yeah,
It's just a coincidence they got that shot.
they got high pain tolerance, but goddamn, that sunlight.
Oh, they get back to Grandpa's house, and they're carrying... One of the Frog Brothers has Laddie, and Michael has Star, and they have them wrapped in blankets.
Wait, I like right before that part. They're running to the car, and the half vampires are all asleep in the back, and the Frog Brothers like, "I don't ride with vampires," and it's like,
All right, y'all can walk back.
yeah, it's like,
Sam says you can walk back.
Speaking of which, they did attempt to kill Star and Laddie when they first entered the cave, and Michael was like, "Well, no, don't touch her."
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. He's like, no, they're cool. They're cool.
Yeah, but getting back to it, they hop in the fucking car and haul ass.
Yeah, and when they get back to Grandpa's house as they're carrying them in, Grandpa pops up. And he says, "Michael, do you know the rule about filling up the car when you take it without asking?" "No, Grandpa."
Well, now you do.
Yeah. Well, now you do. And he walks away.
Yep.
and I'm still like, "Grandpa, I don't know the rule.
Right?
What's the rule?"
He knows it now.
Well, Grandpa also doesn't ask any questions of why they're holding two unconscious people.
Well, Grandpa also has some secrets. He's like, maybe they're dead bodies. I don't know.
Grandpa's like, maybe they're vampires.
He
They'll
knew.
take care of it.
He's like, "Oh, those are clearly half vampires."
It was like they're getting into taxidermy themselves. I
He
see.
reads the TV guide. He knows what's up.
Oh, it says right here, next week we're going to have the Lost Boys when my grandkids come over. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is Etta's favorite part now. Because now we're in the house, and they're saying they need to get ready because the other vampires are going to come looking for them when the sun goes down.
Right.
So they try to tell Diane Wiest that shit's about to hit the fan, and she's not listening. She actually yells at Sam because she thinks he's trying to ruin her date. She's supposed to be going out.
Oh, yeah,
supposed
she's
to be going out
going
with Max
to Max.
tonight.
Yeah.
And the Frog Brothers go to a church, and they steal a bunch of holy water.
In the middle of this baptism.
Baptism. They just come running in.
It's a great gag because at first you see them dunk their canteens in this water, and there's a couple in a back pew staring at them, and then they run out, but then it cuts to the front of the church where the priest and the families are, and they were watching them too. They stopped this baptism dead. What are these kids doing?
And nobody says anything.
Nobody says it. You know that after the baptism, they're like, "What the hell was up with those kids?"
They might have knew what was up. It was like they ran in and got some holy water, and it was like, "Oh, they must have ran into some of the
Vampires.
vampires."
Oh, I remember my first vampire battle.
Yeah, literally everybody in town knows. They just don't say anything. They're like, "Hey, don't go to this place at night, or you might get vampire abducted."
Look, as long as we keep Max's in business, he says he won't hurt as many people.
Yeah,
So we all have to rent our movies there.
they know who exactly they are and everything. Like it's those guys right there
Also, they had a ton of water.
Yeah.
because of all the vampires.
You have to bathe the babies for their baptism.
Well, sometimes you just take a little bit of water and put it on their head. I don't think you actually have to do the full dunk.
My favorite.
I'm just saying, in
video-
that town, they have to
Oh.
bathe the babies
okay.
to keep them safe.
But I like the one where that priest is dunking that baby into that.
Oh, and they overlay it with that.
Where's the Money Lebowski?
Yeah, from the Big Lebowski. I don't know. Let me get another look.
But I also think, like, my church, they didn't keep it full. I think they only had it when they did the baptisms. But other than that, it was empty.
I mean, it's real easy to make some holy water. You get a bottle of Deer Creek, you open that
Yep.
shit, you pour it in, and then you say a couple Hail Marys over it.
Deer
Deer
Creek's-
Park.
Deer Park, sorry.
Specifically, though, Deer Park?
Deer Park, yeah.
Okay.
You
gotcha.
can't use Dasini.
No, don't use Dasani.
Dis-
That's the devil's water.
Too spicy.
You're actually supposed to boil the hell out of it first.
Nice.
Yes. Yes.
And the Holy Spirits just keep that heat in there, so when it touches something evil, it burns it.
Right.
Granted, it will burn anything, at that point.
That's true.
Once it's boiled like that.
Here's some holy water, you son of a bitch.
It's like, oh, I see holy water hurts you. Like, bro, that is boiling hot water. It hurts everybody.
Oh, you must be a demon.
Yep.
You're saying this water hurt.
This is why the witch trials were so tough to, it was so tough.
Greg, put that gun down.
It's like, all right, look, if she gets hurt by this boiling hot holy water, she's a witch. Like, wait, hold on. Like,
Shouldn't
no.
we let it cool down first? No.
If they float in water, witch.
Yep.
But if they die, well, they're in heaven now.
They're
If the
good.
boiling
They're
hot
God's
water
problem
hits them.
now.
No.
So they take this holy water and they dump it in a bathtub, and they start putting garlic in there. They make a big holy juice or holy water garlic juice.
So much
Hot
garlic.
bath.
Yeah.
They went to Costco.
That bag of garlic is so fucking big.
There was a shortage in that town of garlic for like a month because of this day.
Or he was growing it.
Yeah.
Grandpa might have had that shit on standby.
He was growing weed in the back window, so.
Oh, well then, yeah. Had a little garlic area.
Grandpa had it all.
Yeah.
Root beer,
Grandpa was
weed,
living a good
garlic,
life. Double stuff Oreo.
steaks.
But they load up their squirt guns with this holy water garlic mixture, and they have to put Nanook outside because he's freaking out because all the vampires in the house.
Right.
And to get Grandpa out of the house, Sam tells him that Widow Johnson called, and they always refer to her as the Widow Johnson. Said she's changed their date from 8 to 7, so she doesn't want him to be late. And Grandpa says, "I have a date tonight." Goes, yeah, she called and said something about 7 instead of 8. He goes, I better go get cleaned up. He's in there taxiderming something.
Yep.
And when night falls, we see the vampires wake up. We see their gross bat feet. And I was doing it for somebody. We have Max and Lucy have at their little dinner date. We see a little bit of Max's house. And he's like, "Lucy, what's wrong? Something's bothering you. I can tell." She goes, "Oh, well, Sam said this crazy thing earlier, but I'm not going to bother you with it." He goes, "You can tell me." And presumably this is where she says something about the... Because it cuts away. Or she tells him that Sam was saying something about vampires and Michael's becoming a vampire or whatever. And the wind starts blowing around the house, Grandpa's place. And they have to run and get in a nook and bring him inside. And right then the vampires show up.
Because everyone's like, "Sam, don't run out." And he's like, "No, I have to go get in a nook." And I'm like, see, everyone's telling you not to do something, Sam.
No, my dog, guys. It's all I gotta save my dog.
And I think it's Dwayne shows up first. He pops up down the chimney. Because they closed all the windows of the house. They lit a fire in the chimney. Michael tells the Frog Brothers to take Star and Laddie upstairs. And the second they're upstairs, the Frog Brothers are like, "All right, we should kill him." So they run and hide, and they run into a bathroom. And when they close the door, Paul is standing behind that door, and he's now trying to get the Frog Brothers. And they splash him in the face with the holy water. And I think he says garlic doesn't work on them.
Garlic doesn't work.
But holy water does, so
Yeah.
it burns his face. And as he's about to get the brothers, Nanook runs in, MVP. And she does the same move she did on Michael earlier, and she just tackles him, and he falls into this bathtub and melts.
Holy
And
fuck, he melts.
Graphically.
Ruins the plumbing system in this
Yes,
house.
absolutely.
yes.
Destroys the plumbing system. in this
Every
house.
pipe and faucet and drain in this house starts exploding with bloody Paul juice.
Don't drink it.
It's so gross. Like in the kitchen, the bathroom upstairs, everything is just flooded with this nasty shit. Downstairs, I think it's when Dwayne had come through the chimney, he knocked Michael unconscious. So he grabs Sam, and Sam hits him with some of the holy water. So he drops him, and then he kills him with a bow and arrow. And he
shots.
flies back into the stereo, and he explodes.
Yeah, well, he misses first.
Yep.
And then he's just like, "Oh, you missed." And he's like, "Not again." Yeah.
Like an idiot.
Because the Frog Brothers also mentioned that no two vampires go out the same way.
Yep.
Some go quiet, some explode. And what they describe kind of happens here to all these vampires.
Right.
Because Marco screamed in the cave. Paul
Melts.
melts. Dwayne explodes. And David is the one that goes out quiet. But now David shows up and he starts attacking Michael downstairs. He makes Michael so angry, Michael finally turns. And they're having their little brawl in the living room, throwing each other up against walls where all the antlers are.
This is actually another of Etta's favorite things is when
God.
the person with said powers that have never been explained or taught to them can suddenly use said powers fantastically to defeat said villain who has had these powers the entire time and should have more experience.
Able to just whip them, but no,
I believe the term for that is a Mary Sue.
In Twilight, if I'm not mistaken, they put in the mechanic of the new vampires are the strongest vampires. So the older vampire you are, the less strong you are.
That came after.
Yeah.
But I also said that too, and I was like, maybe because he's a new vampire.
Yeah,
but
that movie came way later, but
yeah, but no, like maybe Stephanie or Myers was like, maybe this is why.
Maybe
that you see that a lot where
but then
a
again,
person's
why did
not
Laddie and Star not try to fight them?
Scared.
They're children and a woman.
Yeah.
I suppose
She's in there making vampire sandwiches, not making
she
vampire.
is the
whoop-ass.
vampire sandwich.
She is.
Yeah, she.
Shout out to Jamie Gertz.
Yeah, but yeah, the person suddenly knowing how to use all their powers, or just not knowing, but just using all their powers all of a sudden and doing it well.
trope.
And it's just like, you were never taught how to do these things,
You
and
don't
now
know
you're
what you're doing.
just doing them with no explanation as to how.
Well, Michael wins here, but it's less of I'm stronger than you and more he just kind of jukes David because they're hovering around the house and
He's never flown before.
no, not with any kind of skill. But for the rest of the scene, for the most part, he and David are attached to each other.
I guess.
It's
So-
okay. He's inside. There's
Yeah,
he can't
float away.
Yeah, there's no sun.
Yeah.
And
Learning on the fly.
literally. And Michael and David are like pressed up against the doorway into the taxidermy room. And he just flips David around him and pushes him into these giant antlers
Yeah.
that fly through his chest. And David dies quietly on the table.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, this is where Lucy and Max show up. And they run in and Lucy is like, oh my God, what is happening? And Max very quietly walks right by and he walks over into the taxidermy room. And he, like, moves David's face to kind of look at him. And when he walks back out, he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry about this, Lucy. I couldn't control my boys."
But also, did David not look younger? Like he looked shaven.
Oh yeah, he looked like he had shaved in that death scene.
Oh, I missed that completely.
His facial hair was not there.
Yeah, he looked like he was
It was all before. He kind of was. He was scruffy.
Yeah.
And then
right.
I missed that.
Like
And
he looked more
baby faced.
little, like young, angelic, like not evil anymore.
Maybe it was like a
Yeah.
continuity, just a continuity error.
Yeah.
I think it was a continuity area.
Did we talk about how Laddie tries to murder the Frog Brothers?
No, we missed that.
Yeah.
I was right after they killed Paul.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're I think it's the Frog Brothers and Sam. They're all talking above the mattress that Laddie's like hiding under, and they're like really excited because they killed like 2 of them at this point. And Laddie's like getting the urge to like murder, so he like pops up through the mattress, and there's like a fan under it because like all the mattress stuff is flying and everything. And he's like trying to kill them, and they're like, "We gotta kill the kid." And then Star busts in and like hides Laddie behind him, and
She's like, no, he's just a child.
he's just a child.
He's just a little boy.
Yeah.
Well, mind you, they had already attempted to kill them before.
True.
Yeah.
Well, I think that like they were talking about, the only good vampire is a dead vampire.
Right.
And I think this is, like we talked about earlier, it could be either under stress or
Yeah.
not being able to fight the hunger anymore.
Yeah,
But
so-
he finally did that turn, and the way he pops up out of the bed, it was like a reverse Nightmare on Elm Street when Johnny Depp gets eaten by the bed.
Yep.
And Laddie's just like, "Bah!" And it looks like there's a roll of toilet paper flying around him.
Right.
Yeah.
Looks like a one of those dancing inflatables.
The wacky waving
Yep.
inflatable arm man.
But like up before then, those two had tried to kill Laddie. So
They
he's just like,
verbally said, "Hey, let's kill him."
yeah. So he's like, the next person that runs up on me, I'm fighting him. I'm not doing this running thing anymore.
But the Frog Brothers are like completely and utterly incompetent this whole film. So I don't know
yeah.
what their plan was.
They killed one vampire.
yeah.
They got one that was sleeping.
They
They
helped
had an
them-
extreme advantage.
They helped them get the holy water. They filled up the tub.
Yeah.
And then Nook got the final kill, though.
So they were mostly incompetent, but they had the tools.
Yeah.
Yeah, here, see, like, well, it's not a great picture. But like his face, he has no facial hair anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, 'cause he was scruffy the whole time.
Yeah, because he was super scruffy before, and he turns in and he looks.
But
Yeah,
I
maybe
think,
it was just continuity.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think he's right. It probably just when they shot that scene for whatever reason he had shaved or something like that.
Kiefer, we need you on set. Oh, shit, he shaved. What do we do? Just put a red light over him? Maybe people won't notice.
I think they were just trying to make him like, oh, he was just a young.
You could absolutely be right. They were
Yeah.
trying to make him look younger in that moment. It could have been
Exactly.
intentional.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything about it when I was looking up trivia for the movie.
Yeah.
But they could have done that.
Because it made you feel a little bit bad for him.
Yeah, a little bit.
No.
So this is the moment where everyone finally realizes it is Max. And Star pops out because they were hiding. Michael didn't want the boys to see him after he had turned.
Right.
He and Star were hiding in the dark corner of the taxidermy room.
Right.
And Star pops out and she goes, "It's you. You're the secret David was hiding. He is the head vampire." Mm-hmm. They're like, "But the garlic and your reflection." And he goes, "Never invite a vampire into your house, silly boy. It takes all your power away." Which I think that,
Might be why he passed all the tests.
well, no, it's definitely why he passed all the tests. But it makes it seem like if you invite a vampire in, they become powerless. Because all the other vampires that burst into the house,
Kept their powers.
they kept their powers, they kept their weaknesses. But when Max was invited in, none of them worked. So presumably, if they had just said, "Hey, you guys are invited in," they would become powerless?
I don't think so. Because doesn't Max proceed to start just fucking slinging people?
But Max wasn't invited in here. In this moment, Max was not invited in. He just walked in with Lucy.
But yeah, once you're invited in, though, you're permanently invited in. You can enter that place. I'm trying to think what was the first piece of vampire media where you can probably call that reference, where it's just like when they're invited in, does it care? Because I think what we do in the shadows, also once they're invited into a place, they can just freely enter and exit that place.
Isn't it Bram Stoker's Dracula?
That's what I'm just like. Is that
Or Nosferatu.
is Dracula?
Nosferatu.
I think Dracula might have been the first piece of vampire
probably was Dracula,
media,
yeah.
or at least the first popular one. So that might be.
To show my ignorance and age, I thought Nosferatu was just a weird SpongeBob bit till like last year.
No, he's an actual, yeah.
Yeah.
He's an actual.
I was like, oh, Nosferatu.
Nosferatu. So yeah, apparently the rule of them being invited in film was popularized in Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yep.
Okay.
In that one, they literally cannot enter, whereas in this one, it just changes the rules of the vampire powers. So Max, this is where Max changes, and he has a great thing of, "Nothing's changed. I still want you, Lucy." And he does a Gene Simmons tongue roll thing.
Yeah.
He's the most jarring once he changes.
Yes.
I think
Yes.
Edward
he
Herman,
is.
because the other guys,
Are scary from the beginning.
well, no, it's not that they're scary from the beginning. They still look like the actor. Whereas I believe when Edward Herman changes here, it doesn't look like Edward Herman at all to me anymore. He's starkly different to me. And maybe just because he's an older vampire.
Probably so, yeah.
But he tells Lucy, he's like, "I've always wanted you. I figured once I got your sons on board with this, then I could get you easier." And he's holding Sam.
He's like, it'd be your boys and my boys together.
"I need new boys."
Yeah, but then because one of the Frog Brothers makes that joke, so it's like one big vampire Brady Bunch.
Oh, yeah. But Michael also has a thing here where he says, "You weren't invited this time." And Max just fucking throws him across the room. He doesn't stand a fucking chance against him.
Nope.
And Lucy gives in here. She wants to save her
Immediately.
boys.
She folds immediately.
But in her defense, she'd rather keep her boys from dying than, not be a vampire. Like, if I have to become the undead to keep my boys safe, I'll do it. But this is where Grandpa does a great thing. He just backs his truck up right through the front of the house, and the spikes he was using to make his fence posts fly in. One hits Max right in the chest. He flies into the fireplace. Big fiery explosion. Everyone gets covered in soot. Michael, Laddie, and Star all go back to normal. And they're all cheering, and they're like, oh, checking on each other. And Grandpa gets out of his truck without saying a word, and he just walks into the kitchen walks to the fridge, grabs a root beer, and Lucy, Michael, and Sam are following him. And she goes, "Oh, Dad, are you okay? Dad? Dad? And he takes a big swig of this root beer. And the closing line of the movie, it's the one thing about Santa Carla I couldn't stomach. All the damn vampires. And we see Lucy, Michael, and Sam illuminated by the light of the fridge with a look on their face like, you fucking knew about this the whole time?
This motherfucker.
And you hear the door fridge close, the light on them goes off, and our movie ends.
That's a wrap.
I think that's such a good way to end this movie.
It was.
On that joke. A good ending.
Honestly, the hint that he knew that it was going on the whole time probably should have been when he drove the fucking vehicle through the goddamn door.
What you mean?
Just like, oh, you knew that there were vampires the whole time? Yeah, that's why I drove this fucking vehicle through the goddamn wall and staked the vampire guy.
Oh, because he knew they were there?
Yeah.
Oh.
Otherwise, why would he have drove it through fucking...
I mean, yeah, he had to have known they were there.
He had to have
Yeah.
known they were in there fighting.
He probably went up to the door and was like, oh, vampire, let me get my truck real quick. I have an idea.
It's like, I better drive this stake through him.
I have the theory about the air conditioning, right? So you
Okay.
know how like when the whole piping plumbing system got fucked when Paul died.
Yeah.
I think in the last vampire fight that Grandpa had ruined the HVAC system.
Okay.
Yeah, probably with Mr. Johnson.
That's why they have all the windows
That's
open.
why all the windows open because there's no AC yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
He has a very big house.
That's
Yes.
a very
And it looks like a log cabin in a lot of the shots. So if we had gone to see this movie in 1987, it would have cost us $3.91 at the theater.
Oh, damn.
Only $4, Michael.
The movie ticket's not that expensive, Michael. Get a large popcorn, Michael. So now we're going to go around, and everyone is going to tell me like their final thoughts about this movie, and if we had gone to see this in the theater today, would we have regretted it? And we'll start with Jeremy.
I probably would not have gone to see this movie. Not really big on vampire movies or horror films. And based on the trailers and stuff like that, I would not have been interested. And then after watching the movie, I don't think I would have liked it. I didn't really care for it that much. Seemed like a lot of stuff happened, but not a lot of stuff happened. But yeah, that's kind of my take on it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Eric?
I didn't not like the movie. I just don't think I would have wanted to see it in theaters. And I also still would not want to spend my money to see it in theaters. So it's not a bad movie, just not my movie.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'm going to save that for last since this was her pick. I would have regretted seeing this in the theater if I had. It was a fun movie. I liked Grandpa. I liked the idea of the vampires trying to do a little initiation on the new guy.
I can see how it inspired a lot of vampire movies or media that came after it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the twist about the head vampire and giving you a big red herring halfway through the middle of, no, he passed the vampire test. It can't be him.
Red herring.
But all in all, no, this wasn't a super great movie for me. It was fine because we watched it for free, streaming. Definitely did not need those 2 sequels over 2 decades later.
I'm curious about them now.
I'm not curious enough to watch them.
Mm.
So it was, like I said, it was a fine movie. It was all right. Etta, what'd you think?
I would have regretted seeing in theaters. I feel like the title's a little bit misleading.
Yeah.
Like, I think The Lost Boys, I think when I picked it, I thought of it as like The Outsiders.
Okay, yeah.
I think that, and I was like, oh, okay, well, they made like a Halloween Outsiders, and I was like, okay, that could be good. And then it was just like vampires, but there wasn't a lot of vampire to it.
Yeah.
As Adam brought up.
But the way they hid
But
the vampire thing was
worked
cool.
well, but at the same time, like Jeremy said, there was a lot going on, but nothing was really happening at the same time. So after we watched it, I was like, well, I mean, it was okay.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good.
Yeah.
So,
It was fast. It was a quick
was
movie.
very
Yeah,
fast.
I like that.
yeah.
Very
but-
quick movie.
Apparently,
Yeah.
somebody described this movie as a triumph of style over substance.
I get it.
Which basically what we were just saying, like, yeah, a lot happened, but nothing happened.
Except Sam style.
There's not a lot of substance, but the style of it, though.
Grandpa's style of being bald, having the horseshoe, but he also has a long ass fucking twin braid of hair that goes down his back. But he's practically bald.
Yeah.
But he was determined to keep that hair. And that he always
I
has.
missed that.
Yeah, it's kind of hidden under his.
The
He's
bandana,
got that rolled
right?
up bandana.
Yeah, okay.
So it's kind of blended in with the back of that.
Damn.
Yeah, I did not.
Because when
notice
Lucy
that.
hugs him at the beginning, he goes, "Oh, watch my hair."
Feisty old
Huh.
grandpa.
Grandpa was
Grandpa
feisty.
was the best.
Him and the widow Johnson.
And the mom being described as a dopey mom.
I get that.
Accurate.
I get that.
Accurate.
Nothing wrong with Diane Wiest, but this character wasn't
She was not great.
great.
I did not like the mom at all.
No. So that's The Lost Boys from 1987, directed by Joel Schumacher. And unfortunately, that was our last episode of Nightmare Nonsense, so no more scary, spooky movies, unless we accidentally pick one later on. But in 2 weeks, this is one that Erica is really excited for.
Yeah?
We're doing The Fate of the Furious.
Hell yeah.
How do we end up with another one of these?
I love this franchise.
I might be bowing out for that one. What was the last one y'all did of the Fast and Furious series?
We did Furious 7.
Yeah, that was bad.
I loved it.
So follow us on all of our socials. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Blue Skies, Threads, at Get2 Theater, YouTube. So join us in 2 weeks when we sit down to talk about one of Erica's favorite franchises, The Fate of the Furious. We're getting back with the family.
The family.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm Adam.
I'm Erica.
I'm Etta.
I'm Jeremy.
We've been getting to the theater. Thanks for listening.